the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
We're in Valley Center for a nice game between the Tigers and the Jaguars. Both teams come into the game with identical 1-2 records. The Tigers have lost 2 narrow games to Yuma schools, 21-14 to Cibolo to open the season. And last week's heartbreaker to Gila Ridge, 37-34, in which the Tigers gave up 21 points the first half of the first quarter.
Yeah.
That was hard to see.
Yeah, that's tough to take. We could be 3-0 with no problem.
We could be 3-0. You're exactly right. We gave up 21 points in the first quarter against Cibolo, 21 points again last week to Gila Ridge. The one win for the Tigers, of course, the 28-0 shutout over Holtville. Valley Center is a Division II school. Imperial is Division III, so we're moving up in division for tonight's game. They lost to Division III Mount Carmel to open the season by, I think, it was a 21-20 score before a 17-7 win over Division II Otay Ranch. And then last week, the Jaguars were shut out 17-0, but it was against a Division I school, and that is Rancho Bernardo High School, just down I-15 from where we're at right now. Valley Center has just one returning starter on offense. And last year's safety, Frank Staley, is a quarterback. But you were watching him, and what did you perceive?
He's got a good arm. I can see he's favoring a step back. So hopefully, I guess he's a good runner.
Good runner, has 3 running touchdowns this year. Has thrown for 1 touchdown with 1 interception. 14 of 31 on the season, 202 yards. Did look like he has kind of favoring his left knee a little bit.
Yeah.
He throws a really nice pass, really tight
spiral. Yeah,
exactly. Imperial raced to a 14-12 halftime lead last year on homecoming night when they last faced Valley Center in Imperial. We were thinking big things. We might get that first win against Valley Center, but we fumbled or intercepted the passes away 4 times in the second half. The Jaguars scored 28 unanswered points, taking advantage of those turnovers and route to a 40-14 victory. We're just a few minutes away from the opening kickoff of tonight's game. We'll take a look at the starting lineups when our pregame show continues in just a moment.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete temp-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Temp-star, quality you can feel.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
We're here at Valley Center, northeast of Escondido in North San Diego County, for tonight's game between the Valley Center Jaguars and the Imperial Tigers. Have a few people listening in, George?
Yeah, Becky Foster Bedlin, that she just said, "Let's go Tigers, let's go." I remember that year.
Oh, yeah.
And Alan Folks from South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach. Thank you for listening in. Roger Flores, oh, he's probably here, though. He goes well, yeah, he comes to all the games.
We had a safe trip, so thank you, Roger. We did.
Yeah, thank you. Deanne, good one. Attaboy.
Yeah, I've got Deanna. She's from the South D Imperial Street gang of mine.
Vicky Millen, Billy, Cheetah, go Big Red. Robert Day, go Big Red, go Tigers.
And I'm hoping she's listening in because she's now in Colorado. But Patricia Watts, we hope that you're listening in from Aurora, Colorado. You're going to try to get onto the internet and be able to listen to us tonight. And this is everybody from Imperial. Wants everybody to know she says hi. So, Patricia, we say hi back to you.
Yes, sir.
Starting lineups for tonight's game, we'll get to those right now while we have the opportunity. For the Tigers, Jordan Reed will be starting off at the quarterback slot. Jordan has completed with 5 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions. Looked strong again last week. Started out the first game, struggled in the first half. Joaquin Alvarado came in. He did real well, so Joaquin won the starting job against Holtville. He struggled in the first half. Put Jordan back in. He looked very good. Jordan came in last week, did a really good job, and a really good enough job to win, but we just came up a little bit short.
Yeah,
starting off at the quarterback position. We'll have swapping running backs in Manuel Quintero and Jesus Padilla. And boy, have they done a great job, both of them.
Yeah, and don't see Jesus. You can see he's favoring that left ankle.
Other starters for the Tigers tonight, Joey Ramos, who came up last week, 7 catches that put him past Raymond Beeman as the all-time receiver in Tiger history with 138. And he also caught his 3rd touchdown of the season. That gave him 22, and that made him the #1 touchdown receiver in IHS history, passing Dejon Staten. So a couple of records there. Yeah. He's coming up on some yardage records. We'll have to check with Brady if we can on that. Brady's back after going to North Dakota for the funeral of his grandmother last weekend, and they just got back into town Wednesday. In fact, he said, boy, what a change. He went from 100-degree temperatures today to going to North Dakota where it was in the 50s and raining the whole time he was there. They came back to the triple digits in the valley. Maybe he's the one who brought the triple digits back. It's been nice this week, and now maybe Brady brought the hot weather back, but we're glad to have him back. We'll try to stop him at halftime to get his thoughts on how the Tigers have done in the first half, so we'll try to get that for you at halftime as well. Tanner Travis will be starting at the tight end position. Ryan Bonillas will be at the slot. Jacob Gray at the flanker. Then along the front line, James Folks will be at the left tackle. Left guard is Wolfgang Horner, a sophomore, starting at left guard, by the way. And then at center, Caleb Bowen. Right guard, Sebastian Mendoza. Could see some Luis Amarias as well. And Kyle Bishop at the right tackle slot. On defense for the Tigers, Folks is starting at the defensive end along with Maurice Padilla. Joe Hernandez and Humberto Sanchez will be at the defensive tackle slot. Linebackers are Ethan Ramos, who's just done a terrific job this year. It's one of the things that you can hear the Valley Center team coming down. Now, what they do in Imperial is the team runs underneath the grandstands. At Valley Center, they actually run through the grandstands, right at the 50-yard line. They run down the grandstands, the crowd cheers. I see they're bringing up the American flag along with their Jaguar flag. I like that, too. Good move. And, we have to thank the people here at Valley Center. They've always treated us so well.
Yeah.
We've got a huge press box basically to ourselves. I think we had somebody from the San Diego Union Tribune last year. Remember, there were 2 years ago that sat down from us, and I think it was Jay Foster.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, so we talked back and forth a little bit. Nobody here now. We may see somebody coming up, but they treat us so well. They have the box for us ready to go. Our coaching staff is up above us, and you'll hear the Valley Center marching band in the background. There are no windows here, so they get a little loud as it goes on. So,
and we're right on top of them.
Right, we're on top of it. They'll be just to the right of us when the game gets going on. Defensive backs for the Tigers, you hear the names of Ryan Bonillas, Brendan Adams at the corners, and the safety Brandon Silva comes into the game with 2 interceptions. Andrew Luna with a couple interceptions, and Stephen Shaw also getting a start. James Ponce, you'll be hearing him some, although he is nursing a knee injury. The captain's coming out onto the team now for the Tigers is Joey Ramos, along with Ethan Ramos. And Ponce will not be in uniform tonight. He's walking out as a captain, but he is not in uniform tonight. And Sebastian Mendoza is the other captain. And for the homestanding Valley Center Jaguars, Christian Garcia, who starts on one of the halfback slots, along with quarterback Frank Staley. You'll hear those names a lot tonight. Others are Zach Reeser, and the other captain that is out on the field right now is Elias Cepeda. The starters are seniors, but this is a smaller team than normal. Yeah. It's a team we expect to see a lot of bodies out with the Jaguars, but there's only 31 on this varsity team, so we'll see how.
And not a lot of size. Not a lot of size like they normally have.
We'll come back with the opening toss and the opening kickoff in just a moment.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Dayton Road in Imperial.
They're excited at German floor coverings, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German floor covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German floor covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit.
Aiton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save the buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aiton Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Aiton Road in Imperial.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
We didn't want to cut through a commercial to hear the national anthem before their marching band.
I love the tuba, man.
I did too. It sounded wonderful. So great job by the Valley Center marching band. More students in the band this year than I remember the past few years too. So that's great to see. I always love to have the big band that we're going to have to talk extra loud to talk over this tonight, I believe. The Valley Center, as they come onto the field and here on the west side of the Jaguar High School field, we'll have Frank Staley at quarterback, a senior at 5'11 and 170. And in the backfield, we'll have Tyler Ritchie, a senior at 5'9 and 185. And the other will be Tristan Garcia, 5'11 and 190. All those players are seniors. Very senior-laden team here with this Jaguar club this year. Ethan Bachman will be at one of the wide receiver slots, along with Aiden Arrald. Hayden Berkey will be at tight end. The slot, Tino Hernandez. Along the line, Ricardo Ramirez, Cameron Fuller, Zach Breezer will be at center, and on the right side, Johnny Moore and Josiah Moreno. And on defense, Xavier Jones will be at defensive end, along with Elias Zepeda, one of the captains. Kenny Garcia and John Arriaga at the defensive tackle slots. Ryan Hales, Raymond Staley. We had to laugh at that because we went to school with the Raymond Staley back in, I think he was in my 5th grade homeroom. Troublemaker. We were just wondering whatever happened to him. So for those of you in the class of 77, Raymond Staley is playing tonight.
Yes,
and he looks great for his age.
He's throwing with the right hand, though. The one we
exactly. He's throwing the wrong hand now because he's a lefty. Now he's throwing right-handed. Who knew he was ambidextrous? Zach Breezer and Tristan Garcia in the back, defensive backfield, along with Malachi Tyvian, Tino Hernandez, and Alex Saldana. Tigers will be receiving to open up the ball game. They'll be defending the east goal. And deep to receive on one side of the field will be Joey Ramos and then Ryan Cornelius on the near side. And there's the kickoff. And it's going to go to Ramos back at the 4. Ramos straight up the middle, tries to look for a seam, can't find it, breaks one tackle at the 20, turns around the side of the 30, 35 to the 40, finally driven out of bounds near the 40-yard line. So good return by Joey Ramos. And it sets up the Tigers 1st and 10. They're going to say his forward progress went out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Good run back. He's pushed out of bounds by the kicker, Mickey. Jeremiah Sinui. And first and 10. I'm sorry.
No, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And they'll send Andrew Luna wide to the right along with Ryan Bonillas. Ramos will go wide left. Jordan Reed, a quarterback, 6'5", has Ramos in motion. Goes back to pass. And a setup, pass in time. Looks on the flat. Can he hit Ramos? Back at the 32-yard line. Breaks one tackle for 35. This will be brought down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. It'll be a 2nd down and 10.
They had that one read from the beginning.
Yeah, they did.
Good job. That was a good job by Joey, though. He almost broke that one. At least it was completed. Good start with the Tigers.
Good protection for Reed. Got the pass. Goes on the far side. Had the receiver open. And this time, it was Brennan Adams who kind of stopped running. Brenton out on the far side.
Great. He jumped a little too soon.
So incomplete pass on a 3rd down and 10 now. The Tigers have the ball at their own 40-yard line, opening up this game tonight. Listen to the action on KXORadio.com as you hear every Friday night. Nikki Dale along with George Grava. 4th down and 10 Tigers. Reed looks at both sides, has an empty backfield, goes back to pass, sets up in the pocket, has to rush it, throws it, he is hit, and almost intercepted. It hits the ground, but almost intercepted by James Pratt in midfield, and Reed was hit just as he threw the ball. Thankfully, it was not an interception, and the Tigers will have fun.
And he got back up. He had John Amago right in his face. when he got rid of that. He had a receiver open, wanted to get to see who it was, got behind everybody.
He had good protection on the first couple of plays.
Yeah. This one he rolled out to the right, got away from the protection.
So Joey Ramos will be in to punt for the Tigers. And deep to receive will be Kino Hernandez. He'll be out of 23-yard line. Ramos punt way up in the air, and they're going to let it bounce. It'll hit at the 33. Takes a Tiger bounce inside the 25, still rolling down to the 22. And that's where Valley Center will have the ball first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Frank Staley, a quarterback senior, who was a safety last year, has been moved into the quarterback position. Sound kind of familiar? Last year with us was Santiago.
Oh, that's right.
Senior.
That's right.
Going from safety and receiver. He was wide receiver, a terrific one for the Tigers.
That's so sad that Jordan got hurt last year. Would have liked to have seen Jordan
with him. With Santi's speed, too. Yeah. And I was going to go over right tackle. Getting a little bit of yardage on that one is going to be Tristan Garcia. Hit across 25 out to about the 27-yard line. Gain of 5, second down and 5.
How about Spokes and Tanner Travis in on the tackle for the Tigers?
Going from the pistol? No, not going under center. It's Staley, and he'll go back to pass. Sets up. Takes to the left side. Looks over to the right. Throws over the middle. Going to complete it at the 32-yard line and brought down immediately. He'll get the first down out to the 33 as the pass is completed. Sakino Hernandez, first and 10 for Valley Center.
Brendan Adams with the tackle for the Tigers from the safety position.
Gain of 6 on that one. First and 10 Jaguars. Going right to left in all black uniforms, teal trim, and up over the right tackle, and getting stacked up the line of scrimmage will get a yard or two will be Garcia. They'll mark it out to the 34, so give him a gain of just a yard on the play, second down and 9.
The beast, Ethan Ramos, with his first tackle of the night.
Boy, has he played outstanding.
I love
so this season, he has made so many tackles. Second down and 9 from the 34. They're on the right hash mark. They'll go double wide left. Under center is Staley. And there's some movement along the line offside to go against the Tigers. We're showing. I know that the offense knows what they're going to be snapping on, but so many times they'll move with like they didn't move an inch. Very disciplined along the line. Brock Gilster has been here for on his 22nd year now, and he has
heck of a program.
He has a great program, and he'll take on all comers.
Yeah.
Last week against Division I school, he's taken on open division teams. Doesn't matter with him. He'll take on everybody. I admire that. And over the left tackle, this time getting the call is going to be Tyler Ritchie, and he'll get out to near the 45-yard line, and that will be good enough for a 6-yard gain and a first down in his first carry of the night.
Omar Garibaldi finally took him down, but Maurice Padilla hit him in the backfield, slowed him down. Good job by Maurice.
So first and 10 from the 45 now for the Jaguars. A penalty flag goes again. This time illegal procedure. Just after I bragged with if somebody moves, I shouldn't have said anything. So it'll be a first and 15. Bring the ball back to the Jaguar 40-yard line. I guess one guy forgot what the snap count was going to be, right?
The safety player came up.
That was it.
Look how pretty that is. I just love this scenery here.
The rolling hills
here.
It is. It's just beautiful. Back under center's Ritchie. Goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Has some time. Looks out in the top. Nobody. Looked like his receiver intended was Xavier Jones. Looked like he went inside. The ball was passed to the outside. The ball incomplete. Second down and 15.
Now, I'm telling you, before watching him before the game, he hit everybody on the run. Perfect.
There was a tight spiral and a quick release, and yet very smooth.
But I think this kid, the intern, the wrong way.
So draw play up the middle.
Oh.
And getting the call will be Ritchie, and he will get out across the 45-yard line to near the 48. Give him a gain of 8. The third down and 5 coming up.
Oh, the big hit in the center there. Brandon Silva finally took him down.
Ritchie 11 yards now and 2 carries for the third down. On the third down and 7 from the 48. Back to pass again. He passes way over his intended receiver, Xavier Jones, at the Tiger 45-yard line. And now with a fourth down and 8 yards to go, it'll be a punt time for Valley Center.
Good start for Tiger defense. We didn't fumble the ball or give it away, and
That's a major victory right there.
Yeah.
It really is. Last week, if you didn't join us, Gila Ridge got the ball, went down methodically, and scored a touchdown. Imperial fumbled the ensuing kickoff at the 15. Gila Ridge punched in to make it 14-0. Third play, the Tigers fumbled it at the 10, and Gila Ridge puts that one in, and it was 21-0, and we had snapped the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
Sent away at the front. Ball will land at the 25-yard line, takes a good Valley Center roll inside the 15, and Joey Ramos almost didn't get away from the ball quick enough. And yet the ball didn't touch him. It's down at the 13-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Imperial Quarterback Club serving Imperial high school students for school activities and sports programs for over 60 years. You know, my grandpa was one of the founding fathers.
Right.
He was one of the original members 60 years ago. Yeah.
Right.
And when they got the scoreboard.
At your father's side?
Yeah, my father's dad, Louis Dale. And in fact, the scoreboard that we used when we were in high school that was on the north side, that was purchased by the Quarterback Club when my grandfather was the president. I believe.
I did not know that.
He and my dad both were presidents at one time with the Quarterback Club.
Because I didn't know the Slattery grandpa.
Yeah, he passed away when my mom was very young.
Okay.
Yeah. Handoff's going to go over right tackle, not much there. Need to get back to the line of scrimmage, and really nothing more than that. Ball carriers, Manuel Quintero, and since we're a visiting team, they're going to give him a yard just to make him feel better. And so a gain of yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 from the 14. Got the best. Reed. Ball is going to, I don't think he ever had a handle on. It's going to be incomplete.
I thought he went out of bounds. And then from.
So pass and then out of bounds. So Brent Adams was a completion and then went out of bounds at the 24 for first down.
That's Jacob Gray. Jacob Gray.
Was that okay?
Yeah.
Took my eyes down for just a moment, and he'll get the 10-yarder and a first down.
Oh, nice.
Pass right over the middle. It's to Ryan Bonilla at the 30-yard line. Twists his way out to about the 32, and it'll be a nice gain of about 8 yards on the play.
8 yards. Yep. 2nd and 2. They're moving the ball. They look at front line doing a great job for the Tigers to start this game.
Going to hand the ball off to Quintero on the left side. He's going to stack up. Good job, though.
Yeah,
Grabbing a shirt tail by Raymond Staley. We talked about it before. And Raymond grabs his shirt tail and will bring it down. It'll be a loss on the play. His forward progress got into the 29. And so now a 3rd down and about 6 to go for the Tigers. A loss of 3 on that one. No huddle offense. Tigers going quickly back to passes. Reed. Going to throw out. Ramos wide open along the 5 side. To the 5 line to the 40. He's to the 30-yard line to the 20. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers. Joey Ramos on this one will go 71 yards on that one. 71 yards for the touchdown. For Jordan Reed, his 6th touchdown throw of the year. But boy, hand that one to Ramos.
Did you see the speed?
Oh, yeah.
And Lakers pulled away from that kid.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they gave him so much room in which he was in there for that, but I'll gladly take it.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Jacob Gray on the far sideline. There's his daughter. Jordan has so much time to throw. But yeah, they're just playing way off.
The pass plays go 71 yards from Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos for the touchdown for the Tigers. See if they'll go for 1 or 2. And it's going to be tossed over to the left, and that just fell apart from the beginning, and it will go no good. So after 6:09 remaining in this first quarter play, it's the Tigers 6 and the Jaguars 0.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape is located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Scoring drive for the Tigers. They used just 5 plays on this drive, and they will go 87 yards for the score. 71 on the touchdown itself on a pass from Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos, and the 2-point conversion is no good. Tigers lead it 6-0. That is the Well, good. Still, we had a lead of 6-0 early, but we did not have a lead in the other two games at all.
Right. Whew, that's going to be tough, eh? That banner is right on top of it.
Oh, yeah, it's just over to the right of it. Kickoff is going to go back to the 9-yard line, bringing it straight up the middle of the field, out to the 20, to the 25. Someone to speak to the 30-yard line, breaking tackles to the 35. Finally going to be brought down at the 40-yard line as Tyler Ritchie will get all the way out to the 45, or the 40-yard line, and that's where Valley Center will take over possession, 1st and 10 at their own 40.
David Mesa finally caught up to him. One more, and he's gone. One more defender, and he broke that for a touchdown. That was a beautiful kick, though.
That was.
That's a nice step all the way to the 9-yard line.
So 1st and 10 Valley Center, trailing 6-0. Quarterback Frank Stady looks at his wrist to see the play. He's over center on the right hash mark. Going to hand it off onto the right side, hit behind the line of scrimmage, but then bounces his way for a yard is Tristan Garcia. It'll be a 2nd down and 9.
Nathan Villalobos got into the backfield for the Tigers, slowed down, and Tanner Travis finally brought him down.
He has hit hard.
He was
rocked pretty good on that one, but he in the game.
Tanner's a strong kid.
Lone running back, 3 wide receivers to the left side of the field. That's the right side of the field. Then Stady goes back. It's going to be a draw play up the middle. Garcia gets slowed down at the line of scrimmage. Great job defensively coming up to make the play for the Tigers.
Nathan Villalobos.
Exactly. Good job of slowing him down and then staying with him. He only got a yard out of that, so a 3rd down and 8 coming up from the Valley Center 42. Did not take that hook on the draw play. No, good job.
I love the draw, though. I've always loved the draw play. You don't see that too much.
No, you don't. And it looked like they were executing it pretty well.
The freshman team did last night for them.
3rd down and 8 from the 42. Tabasas Daly sets up into the pocket. Penalty flag goes down, gets away from one side, rolling to his right. The 30-yard line, 35 is going to throw it. It hit on the hands of the intended receiver, and he was open. Xavier Jones at the Tiger 45-yard line, but a penalty flag on the near side is going to go against Valley Center. So I suspect the Tigers will refuse this one.
They haven't called it yet. Oh, legal procedure.
Looking down at head coach Rock Gilson, he's not happy with this at all. Very nice man, though. He was the one that lined us up to get us out of the right press box.
For some reason, I thought that was the athletic director. That was the coach, right?
Yeah, that's their head coach, Rock Gilster. So the penalty will go against Valley Center. Will be declined by the Tigers.
What an awesome defensive job for the Tigers. So they had nowhere to throw.
No, receivers were covered.
This is probably the best pass defense we've had all year.
Keep to receive Ramos and Bonias. Ball's going to go. Fair catch caught by Ramos at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have possession, 1st and 10, and they'll be at their own 21-yard line. Brickhouse Coffee, serving your favorite drinks all day and next door. Brickhouse Deli, big, bold, fresh flavors. Open for breakfast and lunch. The Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial, one of our fine sponsors. We thank you, Jerry, for checking in with us here on Friday night.
Yeah, thank you. Trisha loves that place.
Oh, yeah.
That's where her and her sisters go there for
lunch. They too. Kato says she'll be there for a few weeks and she'll want to do that as well. Going to let her out of the left side. It's there, and you're going to get the first down or close to the first down out near the 35-yard line. They're going to say, yes, first down for 37, and that's a first down for the Tigers.
I like the way he put his head down.
So a first down for the Imperial Tigers. For Quintero, that 10-yard run there, or 11-yard run there. That gives him 8 and 2 carries. Take the handoff. Throw it over the middle. Intercepted. It's going to be intercepted by Raymond Staley, and he'll be brought down to the 32-yard line. That was one that just you wish you could bring that one back. It's easy for us to see it here. Not so much for Jordan down there, but a good play by Staley and jumping in front of the receiver and making the interception.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver made his cut and stopped, and Staley came from the Imperial side to take that away.
That sets up Valley Center with terrific field position. 1st and 10 at the Tiger 32-yard line.
real good field position here for the Jaguars.
Third interception thrown this year by Jordan Reed. So Raymond's brother Frank will keep him under center. Sets up over the middle. Has received the interception. Andrew Luna will pick up the interception. He's not to the 20-yard line. On the far side, he gets out to the 28 before being brought down. But Andrew Luna comes up with the interception. The Tigers go back on offense. Woo!
Let's get that back.
Back-to-back turnovers.
51 came back. Zach Reeser. If he doesn't get him in, he might be gone, Mickey.
I think it's his third interception this year. He had one where he had a long return and had one last week and one this one. Had the long return against Holbrook.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot about that.
So first and 10 Tigers, 4:02 left this first quarter of play. The Tigers leading at 6-0. Have it on first and 10 at their own 28. And hand it off on the right side to Joey Ramos. Ramos will be right out of bounds at the 30-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards after the say run to 31 or the 30-yard line. We gained him a couple, second down and 8.
Talk about a 40-yard run for a gain of 2.
Yeah. That was on the jet sweep, and that's Ramos' first carry.
Pitch
It was
over.
a pitch. Okay, it was a pitch. We'll call that a pass, huh? And it'll be good for a couple of yards. Second down.
Ooh, overthrown.
Pass on the far side. Yep, overthrown intended. So let's see what you're pointing at.
No, Brian, I seen Brian going right down the center. I said, oh, please, pick him up.
Way over his head.
No, it was way over.
Far side, yeah. Jacob Gray is the intended receiver. So it'll be third down now and 8 from the 30-yard line. We'll see the Tigers can come off with 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On the right-hand hash mark, back to pass after the fake handoff is Reed. But he's going to go deep. As everyone's going to slow down running. He may have had a sure tail grab at about the 40, but that's a little bit overthrown, and the Tigers will have fun.
Oh, he's not getting up. Yeah, he's got a real slow.
But he
Look at that late hit.
pretty close to it, yeah. But if you would have had the football, it wouldn't have been. So look at the moon getting ready to come up over the mountains. Oh, yeah, pretty over the far side. Wow. So the Tigers will have to punt now on fourth down and 8 from their own 30-yard line. Ramos in to do the punting. And deep to receive is Kino Hernandez. Good snap back to Joey. The booter as far as he can. So end over end punt to the length of the 41-yard line. Takes a Tiger bounce inside the 40. Will roll to the 36, and that's where Valley Center will have the ball first and 10. And they'll be at their own 36-yard line. 3:43 to go in the first quarter of play. Tigers leading at 6-0.
They look good. We look so good for a change. The first quarter.
Yes, came out to play in the first quarter, which we haven't seen all year. Even the Holbrook game.
Oh.
Zero in the first quarter. Didn't get anything done at all. And so...
Holbrook came out and hit him hard. And
yes.
They had some big boys on the line. I was telling my grandson that they had some signs up there.
Tigers won the game 28-0, but it was 6-0 at the half. Delayed handoff up the middle, getting some good yardage after the 45-yard line, tripped up and dropped at the 48-yard line is Tyler Ritchie. And he'll get good yardage after the 49, a gain of 13 and a first down.
Andrew Luna, the Tigers, he doesn't get him, he's got nobody behind Andrew.
24 yards now in 3 carries for Ritchie. Back to pass. They're going to air it out. As a receiver, is going to go deep and touches the ball to 10. And it's going to be brought down at the 3. And again, getting deep is what the Fitz has had too much of this year. Ryan Bonillas will get the tackle, but a great catch by Xavier Jones on the pass for Frank Staley. And a big one down at the first and goal at the Tiger 3.
You know, he was there.
He was?
Ryan was there. It's just perfect throw. Did him on the run, and he was wearing his shirt. But I was watching the ref. What's the chance?
46 yards on that one.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty.
Yeah, it's a good throw. He throws a good pass, no doubt about it. Hand it off second back through, gets stacked up in the line of scrimmage, going to get nowhere on that, as Ritchie will get the call and will not get any yardage at all on that. Maybe, they're going to give him a couple of yards down to the 1, so it's second goal at the 1.
Ethan Ramos. The Vanderbilt with the stop for the Tigers.
No huddle offense. Bring an extra blocking back in. Oh, and it's going to be recovered by Richie. It'll put it back at the 5-yard line. And that'll be now a 3rd down and goal from the 5. Let's see if the Tigers can hold one more time.
They're trying to power the ball right up the middle. You can't do that. You can't run against the Tigers. You can pass. But they held that, I just lost his name. Gila Ridge. They killed us last year. The bowling ball.
Oh, yeah. Duarte. Fernando Duarte.
Heck of a job against London last week.
3rd and goal from the 5. Under center, Staley. Going to go back to pass. Going to look over the middle. Has a receiver in and out of the hands of the receiver. Good job defensive backs breaking that one up. Joey Ramos back there defensively. And Ryan Bonilla helped break that one up.
Vicky, I seen the ball pop up, and that guy called it a touchdown.
Yeah, no, you put the glasses on him and watch, and it hit his hands and it bounced off. And then he was about midway in the end zone. The ball bounced back to the goal line, so it should be no good. No, it's no good. Yeah, good call. Good call. So 4th and goal from the 5. What does Valley Center do? Do they go for it or do they try for the field goal? They're going to bring their field goal kicker in. Jeremiah Sinaway will be in for the field goal. The ball will be placed at the 13-yard line. So we're looking at a 23-yard field goal attempt.
Sinaway. I have to go ask
Sinaway. I didn't know how he said it. Sinaway.
Sinaway.
Soccer style kicker. Taking their time. Good snap back. All the sound kick is up. Looks good. And it's good. So 1:43 remaining in the first quarter play. It's now the Tigers 6 and the Valley Center Jaguars 3.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete temp-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Just start. Quality you can feel.
Drives are going to go 6 plays, 64 yards, but key by the Tigers is stopping to a field goal.
Yeah.
And the field goal was a 23-yarder that was kicked by Jeremiah Sonoy, and he does the kickoff. Tigers are going to bring it out across the 20-yard line, hit hard off the 22, and that's the Tigers level well first and 10 from their own. I think it's the 23-yard line.
Xavier Jones with the hard hit on Silva. Where are we at? About the 22?
First and 10. 22-yard line.
22-yard line. Fish, listening in. You get to say, yeah, we got it. Beautiful drive. Lee Elder listening in from Talmadge, Ohio. 78 degrees. Thunder.
Oh, man, how nice. Right up the middle. A little bit of yardage is Quintero after about the 25-yard line. Like it might be a big gainer, then all of a sudden the Jaguars quickly bounced on it. The 3-yard gain will be a 2nd down and 7 from the 25.
And he pushed it back. I think that was Tristan Garcia. The linebacker was free safety, I think.
Back to pass is Reed. And so the near side going to complete it to Andrew Luna. And Andrew will get across the 35-yard line. It's not going to have first down. Now, let's see where they're going to mark him out of bounds at. So on the near side, they're going to mark it down to 37. Gain of 12 and a first down for the Tigers.
38, I think. Right after 38.
38-yard line, okay. So
Give him one more yard.
Yeah, give him one more. Reed, and up the middle of Quintero, makes a nice move across. He'll makes a tackle to 50-yard line, still on his feet. Finally going to be dropped down at the Valley Center 41-yard line. Big burst up the middle by Quintero.
He broke that tackle, Mickey, and then the afterburners came on. Takpian took him down. Malachi Takpian.
Take the handoff. Reed got to go back to pass. Got to complete it to Joey Ramos. Ramos is going to continue on his feet to the 30-yard line, ran out of bounds. And off the 25 of Valley Center. This time it's a gain of 16 in the first down for the Tigers. They're ready to go.
Oh, they're ready. This is a whole different team from last week. Good job by the front line, too. They are not getting to Jordan Reed at all.
And up the middle, Brennan Adams gets the call for the first time. He gets stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. There'll be no gain in the play. Second down and 10. Brennan getting his first carry of the night. Second down and 10 from the 25. No huddle offense. Tigers right back at it, getting ready to go. The quarterback in the shotgun has Brennan Adams to his right, goes back to pass, sets up, looks out in the flat. Ooh, finds a receiver, going to complete it. Jacob Gray out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Going to put him right at the 20, so a gain of 5. Third down and 5 coming up for the Tigers.
He threw it right over the linebacker's head, too. That was scary. That scared me right there. Good concentration by Jacob Gray to hold on to that ball.
Jacob's second catch of the night for 15 yards total. Goes back to passes. Reed, pump fake. Now they look over the middle on the receiver. Complete Julie Ramos at the 10, to the 5, and down to the 5-yard line. And this will give the Tigers a first and goal situation at the 5, and that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. With the score, the Imperial Tigers 6 and the Valley Center Jaguars 3.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Open up the second quarter play. Tigers with the ball. First and goal to go. The Valley Center 5-yard line with a full moon in our background. That beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Coming into the lineup for the Tigers into the backfield, Daniel Patonis.
It's dark right here for some reason.
And it's like a light over 2 maybe out. Quintero will be in the tailback position. Patonis will be to the left side of Reed. Hand it off to Quintero in the middle. Quintero gets stacked up on the line of scrimmage. No gain at all. It'll be a second down and goal for 5.
Good hit by John DeMago for the Jaguars. Hit him hard. Oh, he's the backup quarterback. See that stack? Everybody's stacked up there on the line of scrimmage.
Jonas will stay into the lineup as a blocking back in the backfield. He'll go to the right, just to the left side of Jordan Reed. He gets the snap. Quintero again. Quintero keeps pushing the drive, and will get to the 4, and it's stacked up and brought down. At the 3, they're going to give an extra yard, so a third down and goal from the 3.
I think we got a timeout coming up. Tigers.
Timeout by the Tigers with 11:11 remaining in the first half of play. It's the Tigers 6 and the Jaguars 3.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from: hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
Tigers 11-11 to go in the first half. They'll empty the backfield. Reed will have 3, make it 4 wide receivers to the right side of the field. Back to pass. Bump fakes one way. Goes it the other. Touchdown, Tigers. In the near corner of the end zone to Joey Ramos. Who get the touchdown. And it's his second of the night. And it's a 12-3 Tiger lead.
What a job by Ramos, laying out and still holding on to that ball.
Well, I tell you, if it's anywhere near him, he catches it.
He is so good.
He doesn't stop it.
Beautiful hand. But I love to watch him after he catches. You cannot bring him down. One guy.
So the Tigers up 12-3 because they'll probably go for 2 on this. Ryan Bonillas, who is the holder, is back. And instead they'll go ahead and line up for Edgar Robles to try the extra point. First out, Rickard follows down, picks it up by Robles, and it's good. With 11:04 to go in the first half of play, it's now the Tigers 13, the Jaguars 3.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
On that scoring drive for the Tigers, 10 plays, 78 yards, and capped by the 3-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos, his second of the night on that connection. The extra point by Robles good. 13-3 is the score.
Oh, nice kick.
Picked out by Misael Velasquez to go back to the 5-yard line, out to the 15 to the 20, 25-yard line. Still on his feet across the 30. Finally going to be brought down. At about the 32-yard line is Kino Hernandez, and that's where Valley Center will have the ball 1st and 10, and they will be at their own 33-yard line.
Good coverage. Omar Garibaldi finally brought him down. I think he's out kicking his defenders there. I can get some quick updates here. Brawley over Yuma Catholic in the second, 14-6. Verde over Desert Mirage, 16-0 in the second. Southwest over Copa, 14-0 in the second.
Eagles.
Everybody's doing good from the Valleys tonight.
Staley fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, looks downfield, throws across his body, has a receiver completes at the 50-yard line, knocked out of bounds at Cider territory at the 47, going to Kino Hernandez. That'll be a first down for the Jaguars. $20-yarder on that one from Staley to Hernandez.
Roll to his left. Found a little seam in that zone defense for the Tigers.
Stand up the middle by Staley. Gets right at the 35-yard line, but Travis can't keep him there. Good job of running.
He's strong. He's fully Tanner.
It's Richie that...
But he doesn't look very big.
He does stand up tall when he gets in there.
Tanner is a big boy, and he just pulled him a couple of yards after the initial contact.
6-yard gain. It'll be a second down and 4 from the Tiger 41. And off Richie again on the right tackle, and he'll power his way near the first down, near the stick mark at around the 37. We'll see if they'll bring the chains out or not as they stop with 10:08 to go in this first half of play. They'll put the ball down and maybe bring the chains out for the first time. First down. Another good hard run.
Yeah, so there's 3 linemen ahead of him when they came out from that pile. They're pushing hard right now.
That is Richie. 36 yards now and 6 carries. Sadie taking his time, back to pass. Sets up, has some time, pump fakes. I'm going to throw it deep as the receiver completes it at the 25-yard line. On the far sideline, going up in the air, doing a good job of bringing it down as Ethan Buckland. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Jaguars right at the 25-yard line in a 12.
David Bishop finally pushed him out of bounds. He's up by himself there for a bit.
84 yards of passing tonight so far for Frank Staley. He's had 2 incompletions and an interception in this game.
Oh,
and some movement on the right tackle is going to be called on that one. Marcos Caraccia. We're going to bring that one back 5 yards against Valley Center.
Yeah, Ethan Ramos and Tanner Travis acting like they're going to blitz. And they're both jumping. Made that right guard jump on. Got him excited. Another back pass defense now. Cover 2.
First and 15. Some more movement again. We're going to make a procedure again. It'll be a first down now. And
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I thought Tanner was out of it.
First and 20. Bring it back to the 30 now. They just keep marching them back. 2 consecutive illegal procedure calls.
Oh, coach.
Oh, boy. You just know he's spitting bullets down there. First down at 20, back to pass to Staley. Going to look over the middle. Has a receiver. Does a good job of using his body to block his way. To get the reception is Xavier Jones. That gets a good portion of it back, though. Did a good job of blocking.
Yeah, he did. He boxed line Bonilla right out.
To the 21-yard line, so 14-yarder. So second down and a manageable 6.
And who got that? What number was that?
That was number 5.
Number 5. He's right here. Okay.
Back to pass again.
Going back to him again.
Going to him again. Yeah, in and out of his hands at the 10-yard line. Good coverage by the Tigers. Ryan Bonilla. So it'll be third down and 6 from the Tiger 21.
Three new linemen for the Tigers. I like that he does that. Keeps them fresh. Now the DB's coming in.
Third down and 6.
Tony Ramos just came in.
From the 21. Richie in the backfield behind Staley, who's under center. Goes back to pass. Sets up. And hey, Tanner Travis going to bring it down with a big sack. Back around the 30-yard line. Good job, Tanner Travis. 7-yard loss. They'll park it at the 28-yard line. So fourth down and 13 from the 28.
Good job by Tanner. Getting into the backfield.
7-yard loss on that one. That was a huge play by the Tiger defense. Clock continue roll. 8 minutes to go in the first half. It's Tigers 13, Jaguars 3. Stady looks at his wristband, see what he's going to be calling from the sideline. Back to pass, going to drop the call play. Back to pass, continues back, goes to his right. Heavy pressure, going to throw it into the end zone. Has a receiver incomplete. Just out of the extended hands of Ethan Bachman in the end zone. Good defensive pressure again by the Tigers.
What a rush.
Wow. They didn't pick on the draw play this time at all. Good job of Staley of faking that too, by the way.
Yeah, the running back. He stopped Tanner Travis. He's probably paying for it right now, but he stopped him.
So the Jaguars ought to turn the ball over on downs, and the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 with the football at their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, Mickey, that running back doesn't stop Tanner. He's got second sack of the night. He had a steam going.
Back to pass, Jordan. It's going to be a short one to Jordan. He's going to be dropped immediately. I got to go that way. Is it Staley again? Yeah, it's Raymond Staley. And I say he covers that side of the field real strongly for this Jaguar defense. We're going to mark that down at the 23-yard line. That's a loss of 5. Second down and 15.
Yeah, somebody didn't hold their block over on that side. As soon as he got that ball, he was hit. Nowhere to go.
Brady back to pass, has some time, gets a little bit of pressure, then throws it down to the far side. Andrew Luna now coming out of his hands. Good defensive hit, though, in the defensive backfield. Looks like James Pratt, perhaps.
Number 6.
Is it 6 or 4? It's like a 4. Kind of crunched up.
Okay.
The ball's incomplete. It'll be a third down and 15 for the Tigers from their own 23.
Good. Number 4, you're correct. Finally turned around. So in the front, it looks like 1.
And timeout called on the field with 7:02 remaining in the first half of play. It's the Tigers 13, the Jaguars 3.
They're excited at German Floor Covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German Floor Covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German Floor Covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30-month financing on approved credit. Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a bus with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
7:02 to go in the first half. Tigers leading at 13-3, facing a third down and 15 from their own 23-yard line. They'll send 4 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Jordan Reed back to pass. 6'5" junior goes over the middle, has receiver, and now we got short. Ramos kind of alligator armed it a little bit.
Yeah, he sure did. He seen that safety. He stopped. Oh, that was so cute right now. They just had a timeout they played. Still diving. Sweet Caroline.
Yeah,
Can you believe that? 2019, and we're listening to that.
So the Tigers will have to punt. Couldn't do anything with the football in this drive, and Valley Center will have the ball. Should have pretty good field position, too, as Ramos is back at his 5 to do the punt. Keno Hernandez deep to receive. The end-over-end punt that landed midfield. And the Tigers will get away from it. Will roll to the 45 down to the 44-yard line for Valley Center. That first ball first and 10 at their own 45. Make it 44.
6:45 going to second quarter. Let's see if we can get another quick update here. So Yuma Catholic just went up 20-14 over Brawley in the second. Calexico 14-0 over Calapan. Second quarter also. That's no changes from the other games.
First and 10, Valley Center, trailing the Tigers by 10. From their 44-yard line. Staley quarterback. We'll have Tristan Garcia behind him. So, snap under center. Goes back to pass. Looks over the middle. Has a receiver in and out of his hands. Andrew Luna on the defense, but it goes right through the hands of Xavier Jones at the Tiger 30-yard line. It'll be a second down and 10.
Gosh, coach is letting them have it, too. That was there. That was there.
Yeah, that's when it was not only catchable, but should have been caught. Good job on defense by Andrew Luna, though, being right there on the play.
We need a defender here. There they come. We have two receivers on this end.
And hand out to
Look at that.
left side.
Yeah.
Christian Garcia is going to twist his way, give him a couple of yards all on his own as Tiger defenders are all over the field. They're down and 8 from the 46.
Good job by Maurice Padilla.
Garcia carried 5 times tonight, just 10 yards. Tiger defense did a good job along that line. So big third down and 8. Valley Center from their own 46-yard line. Staley under center. Goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Goes on the far side. The receiver going to complete it. Get hit, knocked out of bounds as Jones in Tiger territory. Up for the first down, the 43-yard line. It'll be a first and 10 for Valley Center. Yeah, the Tiger 43. 7-yard gain. Take a check on that. 43. 11-yard gain on that.
I'll tell you, that front line for the Tigers is getting into the backfield.
109 yards passing in this first half by Frank Staley. On the left hash mark, 2 wide right, goes back to pass, sets up into the pocket. They get hit just as he threw it. As a receiver open deep, it's going to go out of bounds. Good thing, though. Got hit just as he released the ball. It's Padilla, wasn't it?
Yeah, Maurice Padilla.
Just as he released the ball, went out of bounds. It'll be a second down and 10 from the Tiger 43, stopping the clock with 5:54 to go in the first half of play. Halftime will recap the scoring for you and give you the stats of the players unofficially at halftime, so stay with us on that. And we'll also continue to update you with scores throughout the Valley schools. Look at this line of cars coming.
Oh, look at that.
They will come, right?
That's it. I was just going to say that.
Back to pass the Stady. But so the near side has receiver open for a moment, but overthrown, intending for Kino Hernandez. Andrew Luna on the defense. It's a 3rd down and 10. On our way up, we're within probably a mile or so of the Rincon Casino. I did not realize Harris at a hotel. It was as big as it is out here.
Huge out there.
Massive.
Beautiful drive today.
What a fun drive, though. Instead of going through San Diego proper, we did the back roads and really enjoyed it. Peg and I were on those back roads just the last week or two and enjoyed it. Back to pass to Staley. Under heavy rush. Going to throw it. Has receivers almost down. Wow, Keenan Hernandez almost brought a one-hander down at the 10-yard line between 2 defenders.
Yeah, that was even Sean Luna, Andrew Luna, and he almost brought that down.
Gee whiz, that would have been a fantastic catch. But it's all for naught. It'll go incomplete.
He's
3 incompletions in a row by Staley.
Everything he does is deep. And they keep throwing to him. Good thing from out in the valley. He'd be cramping up right now.
Tenahoy comes in to kick off on this punt. I should say to kick the punt. Deep to receive. Ramos on the near side. Bonillas on the far side.
Oh, that's
Jaguar punter gets the good snap. We'll get the kickoff. We'll let it hit at the 10-yard line and we'll roll into the end zone. Good job of letting that go. It's one of the first things you teach kids when they're younger. Stand on the 10-yard line. If it goes over your head, let it go. It's fine to go into the end zone.
Nicky, Rodriguez. That was Jacob Gray back there. I was thinking maybe Ryan is hurt. Only staying on. He's right over there.
The field now.
Yeah, that was Jacob Gray in the far end over there. That's when I started looking for Ryan, make sure he was okay.
Ryan was on the field. I'm not sure where he was at then.
Well, look, it looks like this is Gray, but it looks like a 0.
Yeah, but I saw Ryan was coming off the field at the 30-yard line on the left. 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 20. And up the middle. Then more Quintero. You'll get nowhere. No gain at all that play. It'll be a 2nd down. Back to a loss of a 2nd down 11. Back to the 19.
John DeMago again.
There's nowhere to go on that one.
No, he's heck of a linebacker right there. Give it to Staley. Do an awesome job on the defensive side of the Jaguars. He's got some size, too.
Quintero, 33 yards on 7 carries for the Tigers, is now replaced in the backfield. Here's Padilla. Back to pass is Reed. Reed looks over, finds Joey Ramos at the 30-yard line. Joey will get the 1st down. Will be brought down to the 34-yard line. Gain of 15 and 1st down for the Tigers. Again, if it's in his area, he grabs it somehow.
Do you see the way? It's like he closed his eyes and throws out. Then, I'm going to get hit.
8 catches.
Oh, what a catch.
8 catches, 2 touchdowns for Joey Ramos.
That was pretty. He caught that, brought that down quick.
Well over 100 yards on his own. And up the middle to Brennan Adams. And Brennan will get good yardage out to near the 45. They're going to mark around the 44.
Oh, they gave it right at the 40, I think.
40-yard line.
Yeah, right at the 40. He reached.
This is right at 40. Yeah, good job.
Oh, he came up empty, though.
Gain of 6 by Brennan Adams. His 2nd carry of the night. This one for 6 yards. Good hard run.
Yes, that was. There he goes again.
And off again to Adams on the left side. Adams touched the ball, makes a good cut up at the 45 to the 50-yard line. In Valley Field, Timberlake at the 40. He may be going 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Oh, back down of bounds. He hits the pylon.
The rest are looking at him.
He hit the pylon. And touchdown Tigers. Oh, Brennan Adams.
He reached out.
Brennan Adams does a terrific job of going all the way for the touchdown. Now, a 19-3 game.
He dove off from the 2-yard line, hit the pylon with the ball, and put it in his right hand.
60-yarder.
And he's quick, and that kid was closing on him.
Longest of his career. What a great individual effort of finding holes and creases.
Right here. He moved 2 tackles right in front of us.
Yeah. Great job.
This is what he did on the JV last year, and then he got hurt, and then we just couldn't do anything after that.
Well, extra point by Robles. Looks like it was good. Nope, it is good. Yep. 3:54 to go in the first half of play. It's now Imperial 20, Valley Center 3.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
On that drive for the Tigers, 4 plays, 80 yards. Woo! And
awesome.
They used just a little less than 2 minutes off the scoreboard to do it. A 60-yard touchdown run by Brennan Adams. His first of the year. And the extra point by Robles being good. The Tigers have a 20-3 lead over Valley Center.
I'll take it.
That.
I've got my brother Art and Tracy listening in from El Cajon.
Oh, good. Glad to have you, Art.
You're trying to make it up. Long drive. Oh, nice kick.
Kickoff's going to go near the goal line. Thought he had toes on it, but it's not going to be brought out. Out to the 20-yard line, to the 25. Keno Hernandez will get up to 26. And his toes were just right on the line. Penalty flag. Penalty flag late after this was over. We'll have to see what the referee saw on that one, but a good return by Keno Hernandez after the 26-yard line.
Good job by Jason Denal to stop him. Well, I think his own player stopped him. He ran into the back with his own players. It's got to be on the sideline because he's catching way out there. They've been told multiple times already to back up. Got to be a sideline violation, watch.
Yep, that's what it is. And they've been warned, like you said, they've been warned a couple of times on the Valley Center side. This 5-yard penalty will take 5 yards away from a real nice return by Keno Hernandez.
He's a full stride there.
Well, we're going to say that that was just a warning, apparently. It was an official warning.
Okay.
So they're still at the 26-yard line. First and 10 Jaguars. They'll have one running back in the backfield. That's Richie. Staley quarterback. Takes it to Richie. Going to carry himself up right side on a quarterback keeper design. He's at the 40-yard line. He's a good runner to the 50, to the 40-yard on the far side to the 30. It's a flip one to the 20, to the 10. 5. Touchdown. Frank Staley will go 73 yards for the touchdown. Look at a 74-yarder on the run. One way to answer a touchdown pass.
That's it. And I told you before the game, he's getting real good on that left knee, but he outran Randall Diaz on that one. Good job by Staley on that.
Yeah, good design, play action fake. So he'll be in for the extra point. Bachman on the hold. Ball is down. Kick is up. And it is good. With 3:27 to go in the first half of play, we got a ball game now. It's the Tigers 20 and the Jaguars 9.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
One play, 74 yards, all done by the quarterback, Frank Staley. Did a good job of a play action fake and a design quarterback keeper. Runs through and around the Tiger defense for the 74-yarder. Extra point by Sonoy was good. 20-10. Tiger lead with 3:27 to go in this first half of play. Kickoff's going to go deep. Ramos is back at the 7. Out to the 15-yard line to the 20, cuts up the middle, Michael Priest, then gets closed in quick and gets out to the 30-yard line. That's where the Tigers have the ball first and 10 at their own 30. 3:16 to go
Raymond Staley.
Raymond Staley.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's all over the field.
I just didn't think he was much bigger. He was so small when we were younger.
Tall and slender, this kid here.
Okay, he covers one side of the defense.
He's everywhere.
He's on it every play.
What's going on?
Moving the ball around.
Yeah,
the 30, I kind of got kicked, I think, inadvertently. Moved a little, then move it back over to the 30. First and 10 Tigers on 30. Almost put us in motion. Now Reed goes back to pass. That's the time. Off fake. Now going to go deep. As receiver open. Almost in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Andre Luna just a little bit out of his reach, and Andrew just couldn't quite get any more than maybe a fingernail on it. It'll be a second down and 10. Good idea. And man, what a pass by Jordan Reed.
Did he touch that? Luna touch that?
Yeah, if he did, it was just a big perhaps. Yeah.
I get back over here.
Yeah,
I thought those
just a tad out of his reach.
I'm tying that one up. That's why I was looking back. Yeah, Jacob one-on-one over here. Got some speed. Oh, but you have the first carry.
And the Padilla gets the carry up the middle, gets out to about the 34-yard line, give a gain of 4, the third down of 6 coming up for the Tigers.
And that bank was heavily paid. He did that at practice? Did the coach say?
Yes. He's got it heavily bandaged tonight. But he's a game, remember, well, last week in the game, remember, he got stung a little bit on his knee in the game, and he didn't want to come out. Pass over to the far side to Ramos. Not sure if he got a foot in or not. He did caught the ball for 39, just a little bit out of bounds, and the Tigers will go 3 and out after punt.
Oh.
Yeah, all of a sudden, things changed in a hurry.
They're going away from what they were doing.
Yeah, 153 yards passing for Jordan Reed in the first half.
Good now. I'll take that.
12 of 21. A little over 50%. Gino Hernandez, deep receive. He's dangerous back there. He'll be standing about his 35-yard line. Ramos had the kick for the Tigers on punt.
Oh,
that's
nice.
a high one. Wow, great punt. Ramos way up into the air. Bounced into the 20. Still rolling inside the 15, all the way down to the 13-yard line. And that's the Jaguars have ball first and 10 at their own 13. Great job of it.
Now he showed his foot right there. Big play.
Let's see. It's going to be 16, 26, 36, 46, 7, 53-yarder on the punt.
Wow. I don't remember where they started at.
They were at 34 on that. So
I'm looking at the scores here. Don't go halftime over. You must have it to nothing. Palo Verde over Desert Mirage, 30-0 in the second quarter. Vincent over Desert Christian, 25-0. Valley team doing awesome tonight.
First and 10, Valley Center. Staley back to pass. Puts out the flat. Has receivers. Gino Hernandez, the 23-yard line, tackled immediately, but I think he's going to have a first down as his forward progress. We're getting out to the 25, gain of 12, first and 10, Valley Center.
That was a beautiful pass right there. That was thrown before he broke.
Yes.
And Brendan Adams is right in his pocket there.
So first and 10 at the 25 for Valley Center. Back to pass to Staley once again. It's heavy rush. He's going to be sacked. He'll be brought down back around the 22-yard line. And timeout is going to be called by Valley Center with 1:51 to go in the first half of play. It's Imperial 20, Valley Center 10.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete temp-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Just start. Quality you can feel.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
A minute 51 to go in the first half of play. Tigers leading the Jaguars 20-10. You're listening to the game on the internet, KXORadio.com. And Mickey Dale along with George Graham calling all the action of Imperial Tiger football. Back to pass Staley for Valley Center. Has to roll out to the right. Gets flushed out of the pocket. Looks downfield. Bounced up in the air. The Tigers didn't come over the interception. No, look at it. Didn't quite have it. Villalobos did a good job. Nathan kind of sold it as well as he could do. But it hit the ground. Ball's incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 8 from the 24. Water? Yes, please. Bring us some water. Yeah. Take that. That stops the clock with a minute 41 to go in the first half. 3rd down and 12 from the 24 for Valley Center. Their own 24-yard line. Staley hands it off on the draw play up the middle. And get hit hard at the 25-yard line, dropped at the 26. And Valley Center will have to punt.
Ethan Ramos, you're not going to get away from Ethan. You know, in that sack, I wanted to mention their name. Villalobos had him in the backfield, and he got away from Villalobos. But then James Folks was there to make a sack for the Tigers.
3-yard gain on the play.
We got a timeout.
Tyler Ritchie and a timeout called, I would say, by the Tigers this time. It's been at 29 to go in the first half. It's the Tigers 20 and the Jaguars 10.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
So after the timeout, the Jaguars will be punting. Senahoy will be deep to punt for Valley Center, and deep to receive for the Tigers will be Travis Braid. He's back at the 30-yard line. Up back is Joey Ramos. Bad snap. They roll off the ground. Senahoy, pick it out. It'll bounce at the 40-yard line. They will get away from it, let it roll, and it will take a Valley Center bounce inside the 30-yard line to the 27. And that's where the ball will turn over on downs and a punt to the Tigers. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. 1:16 to go in the first half of play. Tigers leading at 20-10.
Ryan couldn't make up his mind whether he should pick that up as the second bounce or not. I'm glad he did. That defender was right on top of him.
Cornelius will come to the near side. Ramos will come to the slot on the near side. Actually, it's going to be Travis Braid to the near side. Ryan Cornelius will slot right, along with Andrew Luna.
Oh, he took a knee.
And the Tigers will take a knee. So we'll take a knee a couple of times, and we'll go in at halftime with a 10-point lead. Valley Center will get the ball in the second half. And we'll recap the scoring for you in the stats during our halftime show. The Tigers will take this lead in. 10-point lead at Valley Center at halftime.
Who would have thought that would happen?
I didn't think that would happen. But it's a full moon. You never know what's going to happen under a full moon.
There it is. On Friday the 13th.
On Friday the 13th, on top of it. You got that right.
The Field of Dreams, that is 2 days all those cars coming in. It's like,
it is. If you look over to the right of where we're sitting, there's a little bit of a mountain or hill, and a lot of cars were coming. You can see the headlights coming down. Both reminded us of the Field of Dreams. Visited that one time in Dyersville, Iowa. Pretty cool place that you can go to, pick up a ball and throw it around. But that'll be the first half of play here in Valley Center with a score of the Imperial Tigers 20, the Valley Center Jaguars 10.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
They're excited at German floor covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German floor covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German floor covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit.
Halftime score here at Valley Center. North of Escondido here, North County of San Diego. The Imperial Tigers 20, the Valley Center Jaguars 10. And here's how the scoring went in the ballgame. The Tigers would score first with 6:09 to go in the first quarter on a 71-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos. What is that?
Really, that was pretty right down the line.
Right in front of us.
Right in front of us.
A 5-play, 87-yard drive using 2 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock. Tigers would go for a 2-point conversion. It would be no good, so the Tigers would be leading it by a score of 6-0. Valley Center would cut it back to a 3-point game on a 6-play, 64-yard drive, capped by the 23-yard field goal by Jeremiah Sonoy, and it was 63 Tigers after the end of 1 quarter of play. But the Tigers would increase their lead to 13-3 in a 10-play, 78-yard drive, capped by the 3-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos. The extra point conversion by Edgar Robles was good. The Tigers led 13-3. They would increase the lead to 20-3, which was a little shocking. I wasn't expecting that up here tonight, but the Tigers leading 20-3 at 1 point on a 4-play, 80-yard drive, capped by a superb, maybe the best run I think this year, by Brennan Adams.
That was beautiful.
It was an outstanding run. He ran through his left, saw a little to the crease, turned back upfield toward the middle of the field, just outran him, turned the Jets on. Extra point by Robles is good. The Tigers enjoyed their biggest lead at the game at 20-3 with 3:54 to go in the half. But quarterback for the Jaguars, Frank Staley, is a gamer. Came right back on the next play from scrimmage and went 74 yards for the touchdown. The extra point by Sonoy was good, and that gave us our halftime lead of 20-10. And we'll look at the individual stats as our halftime show continues in just a moment.
Ayton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Ayton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Halftime stats, Jordan Reed would complete 12 of 21 passes in the first half for the Tigers, 153 yards.
Awesome.
117 of them on 8 catches to Joey Ramos and 2 touchdowns. Jordan Gray, a couple of catches for 15 yards. Ryan Bonillas, 1 catch for 8, and Andrew Luna, 1 catch for 13 yards. Daniel Quintero would have 7 carries for 33 yards. Jordan Reed, 2 carries, and you call it carries, but he's touching his knee down for 0 yardage. And then how about Brendan Adams? He had that long run of 60 yards for the touchdown, 66 yards on 3 carries, 252 yards of offense by the Packers in the first half. that.
Finally, we've had a good first half.
That is amazing. For Valley Center, Frank Staley has completed 7 passes in 16 attempts for 121 yards. 3 of those have gone to Keno Hernandez. He's an outstanding ball player, of 28 yards. There were 3 catches by Xavier Jones, 1 of 46 yards, and then another 14, so 60 and 71 total, so 71 on 3 carries, or 3 receptions for Jones. And the other catch was by Ethan Bachman. That was good for 12 yards. But in the rushing department, if you take away Stadi's long run, then the Tigers have done a good job of stabilizing this rush offense by Valley Center. Stady had a 74-yard touchdown run, but outside of that, he's been held to 61 in 4 carries. He's had 3 minus yardage on 3 sacks, and then the 63-yarder. 7 carries for 39 for Gila Ridge, and then Tristan Garcia 5 carries for 10 yards. So 110 yards rushing, 121 yards passing for Valley Center in this first half. We'll take a look at the defensive stats for both ball clubs in just a moment. Halftime score, Tigers 20 and the Jaguars 10.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10-star, quality you can feel.
Well, Tiger football here in Valley Center with a score of Imperial 20, Valley Center 10. George has the defensive stats.
Yeah, we got some good numbers, too, for the linebackers. We got Omar Garibaldi. I hope you can hear me. Loud with the music.
That's playing right into our faces.
Omar Garibaldi leading the Tigers with 5 tackles. We had Tanner Travis, Ethan Ramos, Ryan Bonilla, and Brandon Silva, all with 3 tackles for the Tigers. Tanner Travis had 1 sack, along with James Wilkes. James Wilkes looked so good. I like him on that defensive tackle position. He's just causing all kinds of havoc in the backfield for the Jaguars. Then we have Brendan Adams, David Mesa, and Andrew Luna with 2 tackles for the Tigers. Nathan Villalobos doing a good job on the front line for the Tigers. And I had one more here. Oh, Humberto Sanchez. Humberto Sanchez doing a good job for the Tigers with 1 tackle. So we're putting pressure, a lot of pressure on that quarterback. So we're making him go out of the pocket, make it a little uncomfortable for him.
Kind of forcing his hand to do something.
Yeah, and it hurt us at one time to see when.
I like seeing that, a more aggressive defense. I think we're seeing that tonight by the Tigers. We're just a few minutes away from the second half kickoff here in Valley Center. The score, the Imperial Tigers 20, Valley Center Jaguars 10. We'll be back with a halftime report in just a moment.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Halftime score, the Imperial Tigers 20 and the Valley Center Jaguars 10. I want to welcome my sister Kyla listening in from Twin Falls. I'll be flying up there next month, and we'll be driving back from Twin Falls, Idaho. She's already getting all the oldies music all set. So
hi, what a good brother.
Yeah,
you're a good brother.
We're going to have some good listening tunes on the way back, Kyla and I, as we hear the Valley Center band play their fight song for the final time. We'll hold on to those scores in just a moment because they are very loud. But I want to thank Lee Elder for tuning in with his friend Bucky Weber back in Talmadge, Ohio. The start of the game, it was 78 thunder and lightning. I imagine an hour and a half later it's probably considerably cooler than that. But thanks for listening in, Lee. And my dear wife Peggy listening in back home. Always love her when she's listening to the game. I always tease her when I leave on early Friday morning when I head off to work at 5:45. So will you be listening tonight? She said, of course. So you know that she's listening in back in Imperial. So we thank you for listening in. I don't know, not sure who the fight song is for that, but I like the sound. I'm like you. I love the tuba. The tuba sound.
I love the tuba.
Yeah.
You don't hear that too much.
You have four of them in there, and they sound really good. So.
And they are loud.
Yep, they are loud, and right now they're playing away from us, but a moment ago they were right in our face, and it is pretty loud. You have some scores for us, and some halftime scores or updated scores around Valley School.
Let me see if we have any updates here. We got Hopefield over Yuma 21-0. Wow. Yuma Catholic just went ahead of probably 28-21. And the second quarter, Southwest over Copa 28-0. And then here we're 20-10 at halftime. Vincent, that update we had was Vincent Memorial over Desert Christian 25-0. Palo Verde over Desert Mirage 30-0.
Wow, Palo Verde, and they have a new coach over there. So we'll be seeing them at the end of the regular season, I think November 1st or so.
And we don't have to travel there.
You don't have to travel there. That's nice. In fact, this is our longest trip of the regular season. And then, of course, when the playoffs come up, I'm sure we'll be somewhere up in San Diego County. But this is our one long one. We'll be back at home next week. It'll be the first ever meeting between the Monarchs of Monte Vista High School and Imperial next week. So kind of fun to see a new team that we have never seen before.
I was just going to say, I don't know that we've ever played them.
No, we haven't.
Okay.
So it'll be a first-time play between the Monarchs and the Tigers. Yeah.
Oh, Martin Tracy, they're listening in. She said, oh, darn, Art went to the bathroom when you mentioned him on the radio.
Perfect timing, Art. Perfect timing. This is a give you a little shout-out.
Yeah.
Well, when nature calls, you have to answer the phone.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah, he played a little ball himself.
He sure did. Boy, he was a great option quarterback.
Very smart.
Imperial. Yeah.
Very smart.
Read defenses so well.
I like what he said when he was so fast because he's running scared.
I like that, too. I think we all can run a little faster when we're scared. And he did a good job of that. Here's the halftime score in Valley Center. It's the Imperial Tigers 20 and the Valley Center Jaguars 10. And we will be back with the second half kickoff in just a moment.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from: hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
They're excited at Dermot's floor covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, Dermot's floor covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit Dermot's floor covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit.
You saw the grandson of Vicky Holder?
Yes, I go see him a few years ago when he was in Italy.
Cool.
Steven. Dory and Terry used to show up to the games to watch him. Good to see them.
Yeah. Always good to hear from people that grew up in Imperial like we did.
Yeah.
Graduated from Imperial High School. I know you did in 1977. I was somewhere after that.
Yeah. Like I just told him. She was a lot older than me.
Right. And we were both from the class of 77. Probably the best class that's ever graduated.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So.
Yeah.
And we're glad to bring you the football games each and every Friday night in the fall on KXORadio.com. Hey, there we go. Some music back at our the Dancing Queen.
Talk about the 70s.
There you go, right there. Best music. Now, I will have to say, the best music is certainly from back then. And you can listen to a lot of that music on KXO Radio, 12:30 a.m. That's oldies on the radio. You know, there's a couple of players playing in the NFL, one from each of these high schools. I mentioned to you as we were coming up, of course, Royce Freeman, that played at Imperial High School, plays for the Denver Broncos, was playing on Monday Night Football. But here at Valley Center, Daniel Brunskill, who's an offensive tackle for the 49ers, played in 2011 at Imperial. I stand corrected, I had to look that one up. And in 2011, he played at Imperial High School for Valley Center. Now plays for the 49ers. At that time, he was 6'5" and weighed 220. He hasn't grown any taller. He's now 6'5" and 300 pounds. Man, played volleyball here at Valley Center. Was a very good volleyball player back in the day. So yeah, Daniel Brunskill. So each of these high schools with one current NFL ball player. It's always cool to see things like that too.
Royce had a good game on Monday. One long carry. I don't remember his yardage. 26 for Royce on that one carry.
Yes, 26 yards on the Monday night game against the Raiders. Yeah. I just would like to see him get more carries.
Oh yeah,
but that's just me. Maybe I'm a little partial. I don't know. But and we saw Royce playing on this field as a sophomore. I think Valley Center at that time had one of the best defenses in all of San Diego County, and Royce ran for about 225 yards. I think against them.
And Imperial lost.
Imperial barely lost. Yeah.
He'd never beaten
Valley Center. Well, tonight, change all that. Right now, the Tigers lead at 20-10 here at halftime. The Jaguars will be getting the second half kickoff. They will be going left to right on your dial, wearing all black uniforms with teal on their shoulders. And the Tigers, all white visiting uniforms with red trim and black, or red numbers with black trim. Valley Center from the Valley League up here in northern San Diego County. And they'll be looking for their fourth consecutive league championship this year. And even though they have a 1-2 record, like I mentioned, they take on anybody. That's one thing I've really admired about Rod Gilster here as the Jaguar coach, is he will go out of division, upper division, doesn't matter. He'll play anybody, anywhere, and I've always admired that. And still, he's won more than twice as many games as he's lost as the head coach here at Valley Center, now in his 22nd year. Last week they played a Division I school in Rancho Bernardo, and while they came away with a loss, in time that will help their chances as the season goes on, playing bigger competition.
That's what we did a few years back.
Yep.
Carlsbad and...
Yeah, Carlsbad. That was cutting off a little bit much. I remember when you and I were walking around the field as they were warming up, and we went over to see Sherry, Critchlow Sanders and Mickey Sanders over on the side there. San Daniel was one of the coaches at Carlsbad at the time. He played college ball at Colorado, was a center at Colorado. But anyway, when we were walking by those guys, we were looking up at virtually all of them, and thought, whoa, this is going to be something. And we held our own. But yeah, Carlsbad, a Division I school, and I think they're the number 7 or number 8 team in all San Diego County right now.
They were huge.
And they were big. They were very big. Not sure why we haven't had the second half kickoff here.
No, the ref is right here. The head umpire is right here on the 50-yard line.
Standing right on the 50-yard line. He's like he's waiting for something.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what it is, so we'll just delay the second half kickoff for just a few moments. Listen to the Elton John music. I think my sister Kyle will have a few Elton John songs.
Okay.
Guy, for us to listen to on our road trip.
I was going to call David, see if he'd answer the... But it looks like we're going now. Maybe it's a TV timeout.
That's what it was.
That's what it is.
TV timeout. Or in our case, a radio timeout.
Yeah.
So, Tigers will be kicking out, going right to left. They're all white visiting uniforms against the all black and teal Jaguars at Valley Center. Lee Velasquez kicking off for the Tigers, and deep to receive on the near side, Kino Hernandez. And on the far side is Kyler Ritchie. Here we go, teeing it off for the second half. Kickoff's going to go deep, all the way back to the 3-yard line. Bounced and then picked up by Ritchie's out to the 10 to the 15. To the 20-yard line, picks up a couple blocks across the 25. It's a good return out to the 28-yard line. And that's where the Jaguars will have the ball first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Frank Staley at quarterback. Completed 7 of 16 passes, 121 yards unofficially in the first half. Does have one interception. No touchdowns. Did have a tremendous 74-yard touchdown run.
Pretty. Cut it back all the way across the field to outrun rival yes.
That's the lone Jaguar touchdown of the evening. First and 10 from their own 28. Staley under center. We'll have Ritchie behind him. Take the handoff. Rolls out the pass. Going to complete the pass at 30-yard line. It's hit immediately, but brought down for 35. Good forward progress after the catch. And his first reception of the night, it goes to Hayden Berkey, and it'll be a gain of about 9. He showed 9 yards on the play, second down and 1.
Good job by Staley to get rid of that ball, though. Villalobos, Nathan was right in his face.
And it's going to go up the middle, get the first down by Ritchie. We'll get out to about the 45-yard line, give him a gain of 8 and another first down for the Jaguars.
Brendan Adams. Shoestring tackle there. Good job by Brendan Adams.
As a handoff up the middle, going to get snapped up just right at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all this time for Ritchie. It'll be a second down and 10 from the 45.
Tanner Travis, first one to hit him, and then Maurice Padilla took him down hard.
9 carries, 47 yards unofficially for Ritchie. He stays in the lineup, the lone running back behind. Back to pass. Staley from one tackler. He's going to pass it incomplete. Throws it up short, but I think he's just trying to get rid of it. He had a lot of pressure on the quarterback. It'll be a third down and 10.
Again, Nathan Villalobos. He's getting some penetration. I don't think anybody's touching him.
Ritchie comes to the sideline. And he's replaced in the backfield.
Looks like 7?
Yep, and number 2, that's Garcia. Back to pass is Ritchie. He's going to pass it out. Oh, catches the pass just as he gets hit. And coming up for reception is going to be Bachman at the Tiger 45-yard line. First and 10 for the Jaguars.
David Mesa brought him down. But not till after he got the first down.
11-yard gain on that one. And a first down for the Jaguars. For Bachman, his second catch of the pass. And we're going to see some movement on the line outside by the Tigers. Making a first down and 5 and move it to the 39-yard line.
Nick Escalante shot for the Tigers.
Been a relatively penalty-free.
Yeah,
not really has. And they've been small ones, all 5-yard penalties. I don't think it's been anything more than a 5-yarder. Offsides or legal procedure. To be hand off to Ritchie with the right side. He gets stood up, but he'll gain a couple of yards, make it a gain of about 4 at the 35-yard line. So second down and 1 coming up.
I didn't like the way Escalante's leg thing. Oh, he's favoring it right now, too.
Make a correction on that. Garcia with a 4-yard carry. He has 14 yards now on 6 carries. Second down and 1. Ritchie's going to carry himself, but he may have moved too soon. That's going to be a legal procedure against... Yeah, legal procedure going to be called against the Jaguars. Good call. As he started moving before he got the football. That'll make it a 2nd down and 6 and bring it back to the 41. Right at the 40-yard line, so 2nd down and 5. Or mid-2nd and 6 from the 40, I should say. Ritchie under center. Back to pass. Gets heavy rush.
Oh!
Dumps it off. Going to complete the pass out at the 30-yard line. And Ryan Bonillas wrestling with the receiver who will get all the way down to the 20-yard line. Good job with the run after catch by Xavier Jones. And it will give Valley Center a 1st down after a 20-yard gain to the 20-yard line.
That defender was right in his face. He just barely got that one off. Well, we're bringing everybody right now.
Good drop play up the middle. Garcia is going to get the 1st down inside the Tiger 10-yard line to the 8. It'll be a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. 12-yard game by Tristan Garcia.
That was a good call by the Jaguars.
26 yards on 7 carries, I'm sorry.
I think the Tigers sent 7 guys in that time and they went right around them.
Good play call and execution. Garcia, the lone running back behind Ritchie, under center. Garcia gets the call over the right side. Gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. He'll gain a yard to about the 7. They get a 2nd and goal from there.
Ethan Ramos. And Brendan Adams helped him out. Got Brendan with 7 tackles already.
Jake Turner coming out of the lineup. Keno Hernandez in for the Jaguars. Stady at quarterback. Garcia behind him. Stady stays under center. Back to pass. Pass heavy rush. Goes in the end zone. In and out of the hands of Ryan Bonillas. May have been tipped by another Tiger. Ethan Ramos, and as they tipped away, incomplete. 3rd down and goal.
He doesn't tip that. Ryan's got a kick.
Take a knee. We get him the 20. Stop this drive. That is 3rd and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you what.
A lot of pressure, though.
There's a lot of pressure. The Tigers keep getting a lot of pressure on that QB.
Stay the under center once again. 3rd and goal from the 7. It's the snap. Goes back to pass. Under heavy rush again. Going to throw it into the end zone. Tip to the end. Caught by Keno Hernandez. After it was a tip by a Tiger defender. And it's a touchdown for the Jaguars.
Luna was there, but he tipped it up instead of tipping it away. That was a bad play right there by Luna. He should have just beat that down.
Yeah. Knocked it dead straight down. He didn't have a chance to intercept it, so he tried just getting a hand on it. But Keno Hernandez, a good job on the 7-yard reception.
Yeah, but he swung up instead of swinging it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Shoot. Good.
Extra point attempt is good. And with 7:48 remaining in the 3rd quarter play, it's the Tigers 20 and the Jaguars 17.
Aiden Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snack, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save us up with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aiden Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
Scoring drive for the Jaguars. It's going to be an 11-play, 72-yard drive, capped by the touchdown pass from Frank Staley. Tipped into the air and caught by Keno Hernandez at 10 yards. Or 7 yards, that is. Extra point good. Ramos gets the kickoff. Ramos up the middle to the 40-yard line. He's the 50-yard line. It's a foot race to the end zone. To the 30. To the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Joey Ramos.
Woo! That's good.
It'll be about it.
And you know what?
About an 87-yarder. It happened so quick.
It was a line drive kick.
Yeah.
Instead of he's being booted straight up in the air. Did something different. It backfired. Right in the middle.
Ramos has scored 3 of the 4 touchdowns tonight for the Tigers.
Now we can see his speed.
Oh, yeah.
We get speed now. He just pulled away from there. There was 5 guys chasing him.
One way to answer the touchdown for them this time.
Woo!
They did against the Tigers earlier.
What? Way to answer.
Yeah, that's the exact way to answer. Robles is in for the extra point attempt. Tigers think they may try something fishy on a 2-pointer. Let's see, as Ryan Bonillas is in to hold, but also standing up as a quarterback. He's going to bring everybody back, and Robles is going to get the extra point attempt.
We needed that.
Yes, that was big. That was real big. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. With 7:29 remaining in the third quarter play, it's now the Tigers 27, the Jaguars 17.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
So after the Jaguars have an 11-play, 72-yard drive to pull within a field goal of the Tigers, Joey Ramos goes back on the ensuing kickoff. Goes about 85 or 87 yards or so. About right through the middle, about the 13 or so. And goes all the way back for the touchdown with the extra point, back to a 10-point game. Tigers leading at 27-17. Velasquez kicking off for the Tigers. And he'll kick the boot way deep back near the end zone. It's going to be caught at the 1-yard line by Ritchie. Oh, Ritchie will get hit hard, shy of the 20-yard line. I'm not sure if he got to it. They're going to say he got right at the 20. That was rough. If he could have let the ball go through the end zone, he'd have got it. That's it.
Well, look who hit him.
Ouch.
Ethan Ramos.
Yeah.
The Vandal.
So 7:20 to go, third quarter. Valley Center with the ball, first and 10, right at their own 20-yard line.
Just checking on the Central score. The last update we had was Gila Ridge 3-0 over Central at halftime.
That'll give us an idea of how we shape up against Central.
Oh, it's still 3-0. Sorry, I hadn't gone first.
Back to pass. Stady to the right side. Gets heavy pressure. Gets away from one tackler. Gets away from the second. He's out to the 30. Speed on the sideline. He's to the 50. Going to be brought down. Ryan Bonillas will save a touchdown on the Tiger side of the football field at the 44-yard line.
He was in trouble back here.
A run of 36 yards and a first down for Valley Center.
Let's go back to before the game started. I told you he didn't look real good on that left knee. I'll take that back.
Well, yeah.
Not slowing him down at all.
36-yarder just like that. Now put him to 97 yards on the day on 5 carries, 2 of them big ones. And up the middle. Ritchie's going to just power his way inside the 40-yard line. The Tigers are going to be dragged down to inside the 36. That'll be a second down and short coming up. 3rd and 2 coming up from the 36-yard line.
James Folks and Maria.
Timeout called on the field. 6:43 to go in the third quarter. It's Imperial 27, Valley Center 17.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Back to action now. Valley Center with a second down and 2 from the Tiger 36, trailing Imperial by 10. But they are on the move. The quarterback takes the handoff. Going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle on a delayed draw play. He'll get the first down a little bit more inside the 30-yard line to the 26. Get a gain of 10, and it's a first and 10 for Valley Center.
And los Pitones got barely tripped him up. But you know what I've noticed? I don't see Nathan or Ethan Ramos out there. See if I can find him on the sideline.
First and 10 Jaguars from the Tiger 26. Ritchie hands off up the middle, getting nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage is Ritchie from Staley, I should say, the quarterback. It'll be a second down and 10.
Ty Bishop with his first tackle of the night with the Tigers. Good job.
Ritchie with 11 carries, 55 yards in the ball game.
Oh, it's working on his left hand. I just stop.
Okay. Second down and 10 from the Tiger 26.
Drop.
Staley. And off the Ritchie. Ritchie picks up some good blockers, looking inside the 15 to the 14-yard line, a gain of 12 for the first down for Valley Center. $67 yards now and 12 carries for Tyler Ritchie. First and 10, Valley Center at the Tiger 14. Good play calling here in the second half of the Jaguars and moving the football. Staley under center. Face the handoff. Rolls out to his right. Looks for receiver. Has one. Completes it at the 10-yard line. Getting knocked out of bounds right around the 10 and falls hard out of bounds. Is Hayden Berkey. I'm going to say he went out of bounds at the 11, so a gain of 3. Second down and 7.
Yeah, Brandon Silva came up and hit him hard.
For Berkey, that's his second catch, both in the second half for 12 yards. Second down and 7 from the Tiger 11. Staley, delayed handoff to Ritchie. Gets hit from behind, shrugs off the tackler, gets inside the 10-yard line, down to the 7, gain of 4, third down and 3.
Tanner Travis finally brought him down, but Kai Bishop had him in the backfield. Couldn't bring him down.
Ritchie, a tough runner.
Yeah.
5'7" and 180. That's bigger than that to me.
And Kai's a big boy.
I think they kind of fudged a little bit on his height and weight. He's a lot bigger than 5'7". Hand off to Ritchie for the right side.
Oh, got it.
Good move to the line of scrimmage. It powers his way over the end zone. Touchdown Jaguars. It comes, hasn't stopped the clock yet. Not sure when it stopped the clock. That makes it a 27-23 ball game on the 7-yard run by Tyler Ritchie.
But his press been having to swing his arm to start the clock, and they don't start. That didn't even move there, huh?
So it'll be in for the extra point. Back into the hold. All is down. Kick is up. And it's good. With 5:04 remaining in the third quarter play, it's now Imperial 27, Valley Center 24.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Fall harvest at Imperial Community Church, Betty wanted me to say as we talked to her church. Coming up October 12th at Imperial Community Church in Imperial. Soccer stop kicker, Sonoy is going to bounce the 20-yard line. It's going to be picked up at the 10. And Ryan Bonillas gets twisted around at the 20, loses feet at the 25, out to the 26. Scoring drive for the Jaguars, 8 plays, 80 yards, capped by the 7-yard run by Tyler Ritchie. The extra point by Sonoy. It's a 27-24 Imperial lead. Let's see now if Imperial can strike and respond to that touchdown. The ball will be played to the 28-yard line, first and 10.
And he powered his way into the end zone, too. From about the 3, he had
got him off the ground.
3 Tigers on him, and he powered in.
Man in motion is Ryan Bonillas. Back to pass is Jordan Reed. Sets up in the pocket. Can dump it out to the near side to Reed. Or to Bonillas. Bonillas will turn back upfield. He'll run 20 yards to get back to the line of scrimmage. There's really no gain at all in the play. Second down and 10. There's no place to go. The defense read that one pretty well.
Yeah, he went in motion out to the left, and they read that. They had 3 defenders on him. He did a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was the first reception and first pass by the Tigers in the second half. Second down and 10 from the 28. Back to pass is Reed. It's on the far side. Has a receiver. Completes it to Luna.
Oh,
That's out of his hands. He had it for a moment, and it slipped out of his hands. Incomplete. It'll be a third down and 10 from the 28. Tigers need to move the sticks.
That was a pretty pass right there.
It was.
Jordan put that right where he needed to put that.
13 of 23 on the night for 153 yards for Jordan Reed. All that in the first half. All the yardage in the first half. Third and 10. Back to pass is Reed. On fakes. Now he's going to run a little bit. He's going to be dropped. Back to the 19-yard line. Lots of 9 yards on the play, and a 4th and 19 coming up. The Tigers have to punt it. That's the first sack by the Jaguars tonight. What were you saying?
No, that was a good job on the backfield for the Jaguars.
Keno Hernandez deep to receive. Jerry Ramos will stay in to punt. Got to have a good snap here as Joey is back inside his 5-yard line to get this one off. It's a high snap. Joey's going to bring it down okay. He'll get the punt off. Pretty good punt, too. Fair catch by Hernandez. Lets it go then. Bounces to the 35, takes an Imperial bounce inside the 30. Still rolling inside the 25, and will stop at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Great punt by Joey Ramos.
Wow. Good roll. Looks like he was rolling downhill. We needed that. Make it work for a little bit. I noticed that Ethan Ramos was back in there. So they went right up the middle in that series without him there.
So Valley Center with the clock at 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Trail the Tigers by 3 and have the ball first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. They sure do know good songs in there. Late 70s, early 80s with Bon Jovi now. And before the snap of the ball, referee calls a referee timeout.
Must be a wet ball.
Or changing footballs.
Yeah.
It could be because it almost looks like the field's glistening a little bit. A little dew on the ground, maybe? Sure.
Well, remember, was it Carlsbad? No, it was.
Yeah, what's Carlsbad? We were close to the ocean.
Yeah, and it was all wet. That's where we're getting that right now. That's what it looked like. I'm sure.
We saw that too at Torrey Pines High School. We played Santa Fe Christian a few years ago. Remember the ball rolled in?
Maybe that's what it was.
Brady takes the hand out, got to keep it himself. He's going to hit the line of scrimmage. He'll power his way to near the 25-yard line. So give him 4 yards on really nothing there. It'll be a second down and 6.
I think that was the sign for him to keep that.
Yeah, it was a sign keeper. But Tigers read it pretty well, but he still got good yardage out of it. Got over 3 yards on that play. Out near the 25, second down.
Oh, 76. That's
a short 7. Staley back to pass. Looks out in the flat. Has a receiver going to complete the pass. He'll get the first down. It'll go to Ethan Bachman. And it's a first and 10 Valley Center. The ball now outside the Tiger 35 to 36-yard line, a gain of 11. A little out pattern.
Yeah.
Hard to defend against that, no matter what.
No. That ball's in the air before he made his cut.
182 yards in passing for Staley tonight now. And it goes back to pass. Gonna throw it deep. Throws it way deep. Way deep. He's going to be 10 yards over the receiver. Penalty flag goes down way after the play. There's going to be a roughing the passer, perhaps, or there's something being said out there. The referee immediately in the backfield threw the flag up.
He's been walking away.
Their quarterback was walking away too, so I'm not sure if there was a late hit or if there was something said.
This was a hold right here at that. On the throw backfield.
But it wasn't a catchable ball. It was
way over.
Yeah, there's no way he's ever going to catch that. Penalty flag, personal foul, Tigers, yep. On the other.
Both ways.
And so that play never existed. It'll still be first down and 10 from the 36. So offsetting penalty on personal fouls against the Tigers. Don't need to have that. It's been a clean game until now, with no personal fouls at all, so we don't want to see anything like that. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Tigers holding on to a 3-point lead, 27-24.
One of the refs going all the way to Coach Laguerre.
Exactly, Dr. Coach Laguerre. Do you have any updated scores before we have this little moment? Tiger football brought to you by Eaton Express, the corner of Highway 86 State Road in Imperial. They have it all: ice cold drinks, snacks, gas, diesel, and a state-of-the-art car wash. Eaton Express.
Ooh, Calexico, 36-6 over Calabat final.
There we go.
Oh, Central finally scored. So Gila Ridge over Central in the fourth, 10-7. What else have we got here? That's about it. It's been a while since they updated this. Vincent Memorial over Desert Christian, 32-0 at half. And here we go again.
First and 10, Jaguars from their own 36-yard line. Haley stays under center. Richie in the backfield. Hands up Richie up the field. Puts his head down. Blasts his way out to near the 39-yard line. A gain of 3. Second down and 7.
Nathan Villalobos and Tanner Travis.
With the 81 yards on 15 carries in the game. More than doubled his first half output with a touchdown. Running back Tyler Ritchie. Second down and 7 from the 39. Delayed handoff to Ritchie. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. The Powers way to get back to the line. And they're going to give him a yard on that one.
Garibaldi, Omar Garibaldi. The Tigers got into the backfield. They're coming after Ethan.
3rd and 6 from the 40-yard line. Big third down for the Tiger defense. Big third down right there.
Yeah, we need
47 to go in the third quarter. Staley, quarterback, has Ritchie, the lone back behind him. Back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Looks over the middle. Has receiver. Going to catch the ball at the 50-yard line. Going to be hit at that point, but he will get the first down as Xavier Jones just throws a little button hook and turns around and catches the ball. And it's a first and 10 Jaguars.
He got to get hard.
Right at midfield.
Joey Ramos hit him hard. And, he's had his problems. They got to help him.
10-yard gain, yes. He got hit hard on that one, and it's going to be a referee timeout.
Yeah, Brendan Adams.
They're going to bring him off. He's really limping heavily on his right ankle. So Xavier Jones, a senior, 6'2", is going to be helped off the sideline by Tristan Garcia. And coming in to replace him will be James Pratt. He'll go wide left. Bachman wide right. Hernandez in the slot right. First and 10, Valley Center, right at midfield. Trailing the Tigers by 3. Bailey to Ritchie, breaks one tackle behind the line of scrimmage down to Tiger Terry on the far sideline. He's going to get the first down a little bit more as a big collision at the 35-yard line. And the Tiger comes up limping and goes off onto the side of the field. 15-yard gain, first down, Jaguars.
Oh, gosh, they had him in the backfield. I don't know who got a hand on it, but they had him for a big loss.
First and 10, Jags, at the Tiger 35. We'll start this again. Right at 9 o'clock. I'm not sure why we have this feedback in our headsets. Back to pass is Staley. Going to complete at the 30-yard line. To be driven out of bounds by Joey Ramos. Inside the 30, Bachman on the catch. 26th pass of the night by Staley, and he has completed 15 of them.
All they're doing, those little outs are doing pro.
It's going to be a 7-yard gain, and down and 3 from the 28. And Hubbard to the middle, breaks the tackle. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Right over the right tackle, but the tackle at the line of scrimmage and then outraised the Tigers, and the Jaguars have the lead for the first time in the game. They still stop the clock after they get into the end zone. I understand that. But the Jaguars lead for the first time tonight by a score of 30-27. Workman-like drive on that time by the Jaguars.
They're going right around the blitz. Both linebackers are blitzing. Good job by the front line for the Jaguars. Open up those big holes for him.
Second touchdown run that puts him over 100 yards tonight. Ball is down, and the kick is up, and it is good. With 37 seconds And they run more clock off. I don't understand why they keep running the clock. The 37 seconds are off the clock. And 34 seconds, they're going to say this one. That's 6 seconds off the clock on that. Not sure. But the score now, Jaguars 31 and the Tigers 27.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from: hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, full, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Dayton Road in Imperial.
Scoring drive for the Jaguars, 8 plays, 79 yards, taking 2 minutes and 49 seconds off the clock, capped by the 28-yard touchdown run, the second of tonight for Kyler Ritchie. With the extra point, it is now Valley Center 31, Imperial 27.
Out of bounds?
Kickoff will go out of bounds. They'll bring that one out to the 35-yard line, so the Tigers get a little bit better field position than what they expected to start with. And they will be at their own 35-yard line. $125 yards rushing tonight on 18 carries by Kyler Ritchie and 2 touchdowns.
First time this year?
Yeah, first 100-yard carry, yeah. So the Tigers now will be trailing for the first time in the game, and they have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. And out goes up the middle. He's stacked up with nowhere to go and slammed down hard is Brendan Adams. Be a gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Brendan had a touchdown of 60 yards earlier tonight, but that was only good for a yard. He's now 67 on 4 carries. 2nd and 9, Tigers on their own 36. Adams will be to the right side of Reed, who's in the shotgun. And that'll be the end of the third quarter play with the score. The Valley Center Jaguars 31, the Imperial Tigers 27.
They're excited at German Floor Covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German Floor Covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German Floor Covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit. Dayton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snack, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save us with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10-star wash free. Yes, Dayton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
As we start up the fourth quarter play, the Tigers with a 2nd down and 9 from their own 36, now going left to right on this field that runs to the east-west. Have the football. Jordan Reed in the shotgun formation. As Brendan Adams to his right goes back to pass. Reed finds a receiver, diving to catch it. It's Joey Ramos. It's better pass there, and we could have got a lot more yardage, but it's at the 42-yard line, gain of 6. The Tigers looking at 3rd down and 3.
Good job by Ramos to hold on to that.
159 yards passing by Reed tonight. Goes back to pass on a 3rd down situation as the receiver open, completes it to Jacob Gray, who gets the 1st down after the 50-yard line into Valley Center territory at the 49. 1st and 10, Imperial.
Good job by Jacob Gray to get around the defenders there, get some yardage, pick up the 1st down.
9-yard gain on that one. And for Gray, his 3rd catch of the night. 1st and 10, Tigers. And up the middle, going to go nowhere is Brendan Adams. And it'll be a 2nd down and 10 from the 49 of Valley Center. Clock running, 10:53 to go in the ball game. Tigers trailing it by 4. Valley Center 31, Imperial 27. The Tigers had a 20-3 lead at one point. Back to pass is Reed. And pass it out in the flat to Ramos. Ramos gets hit immediately. In fact, it's going to be a loss of a yard on the play. And it'll be a 3rd down and 11 right at midfield.
They made the adjustment that they needed to make at halftime.
Ramos, his 10th catch of the night. Back to passes Reed. A lot of time, but penalty flag goes down, and we may see a legal procedure against the Tigers, and that's what the call will be. So now make it a 3rd and 16 and put the ball back to Tiger territory at the 45-yard line.
Bad time for that one. We didn't need that right now. And he was way out here, way away from the ball.
Jason Pinal into the lineup at slot into the right side. 3rd and 15, Reed goes back to pass. Pass in time. Gonna look deep. Gonna look for Ryan Bonilla. It's up for coverage. No good. It falls short at the 15-yard line. And a 4th and 16 coming up. The Tigers will have to punt.
The only double coverage that they had, and he threw there, he had Jacob Gray here, one-on-one. Too fast for one man to cover. Coach Todd pointing it out.
Ramos to stay in to punt. Hernandez deep to receive for the Jaguars. The Tiger defense, without much rest, is going to have to come up big again to keep this a one-possession game. Low snap. Joey will get the punt off. A catch called by Hernandez, and he will catch it at the 24-yard line. That's where Valley Center will have the ball 1st and 10. They'll be at their own 27.
Okay, we need to stop right now. Tigers got to do something on the defensive side now. They make the right changes at halftime. What they needed to do to start moving the ball.
They're going to say possession will start at the 25. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Frank Staley, quarterback, stayed under center for pretty much all the game. Takes up the middle, rolls out to his left. Has a receiver open and incomplete. Can't quite hit the intended receiver, Hayden Bertie, and it'll be a 2nd down and 10. Well, he had room to run that time, too, if he wanted to.
The freshman did it 7 or 8 times, and Drew could stop that last night. Same exact play.
It's a good play action fake by Staley to roll out.
Just overthrew him.
They had a receiver there, just overthrew him.
Oh, they moved over there.
And penalty flags go down, and it will be a legal procedure against Valley Center. So move the ball back, make it a 2nd down now and 15, and back at the 20-yard line. 9:47 to go in the ball game. Jaguars leading the Tigers 31-27. Staley, quarterback under center. Going to be a designed quarterback keeper. That's what he scored the touchdown early with. He's going to get pretty decent yardage out across the 25 to near the 30-yard line. See if they're going to mark this forward progress. They're going to say he went to the 31. So it'll be a gain of 11 yards. The 3rd down and 4 coming up. 119 yards.
Wow.
By State and 125 for Richie. Staley, draw hand up the middle to Richie. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a gain of a yard, nothing more. And the Tiger defense comes up big this time. 4th and 3 at the 32, and the Jaguars will have to punt.
Good hold by the Tigers. The 2 linebackers, Ethan Ramos and Tanner Travis, on the stop for the Tigers. We need to watch a space here.
This is Noy back to punt, deep to receive for the Tigers. Ryan Bonillas on the near side, Joey Ramos on the far side. Good snap back this time. Gets the punt off. Ramos will come up to catch at the 40-yard line. Gets it immediately at the line of scrimmage, right at 40, and he won't get anywhere. And the Tigers will take possession first and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Good punt coverage by the Jaguars that time, no question.
I was just in number 5, Xavier Jones was there to bring him down as soon as he got the ball. Okay, we got to move the ball. We got to do something right now.
Right. Get the ball down, and need to get some time off the clock and get a score right here. Jordan Reed at quarterback, 6'5", and 175 pounds. That quarterback is a shotgun. And now Brendan Adams over the left side. Brendan breaks a couple of tackles. Will get out to near the 44-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, second and 6.
Ray Staley again. Get on the tackle for the Jaguars.
He's just shy of the 44. Second down at a short 7. Reed takes the hand off, throws over the middle, had a man open, penalty flag on the line of scrimmage, but he did have Ryan Bonillas open on the far side, but it will fall incomplete. I think it's Travis Gray. Was it Travis? It's hard to tell if it's 10 or 18. Those numbers look a lot alike.
High five.
Shoot. And it was Travis Gray on the far side. Penalty's going to go against the Tigers. Will this be a holding call? That's what I suspect.
Yeah, Kai Bishop, he held on to him.
So penalty against the Tigers will be a 10-yarder. We'll bring it back to the 34, so third down and 16. There was one that Brennan, I think, wanted the football, and Jordan wanted to bring it back. Now, we got to fight for it a little bit back there. 4 wide receivers to the right side.
Defender.
Back to pass Reed. Going to throw deep into double coverage again. Going to be caught by the Tigers. Ryan Bonillas catches the 30 to the 20. 10-5 touchdown Tigers.
Everybody stopped the defense, Joey.
It jumped too soon.
Yeah. Everybody jumped too soon, and Ryan was behind everybody to make that catch.
Ryan Bonillas with a 66-yard touchdown pass went just beyond the defenders.
Yeah. 3 defenders, everything.
And the Tigers are back up 33 to 31.
Those 3 defenders stopped to, because the Joey Ramos was short, they stopped to watch him.
It's just like they jumped a little too soon.
Yeah, then they jumped too soon, and Brian got behind him. I wish I could play that one back. I would love to see that again.
But he stays in for the extra point attempt. Robles in on the kick. Low snap. Kick's going to go up, and it will be good. With 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the ballgame, it's now the Tigers 34, the Jaguars 31.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, but service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Scoring drive for the Tigers on that one. 2 plays, 66 yards, using a minute and 14 seconds off the clock. Touchdown pass, number 3 on the night for Jordan Reed, this time to Ryan Bonillas. And with the Robles PAT, the Tigers are now up 34 to 31 with 7:27 to go. Return out across the 20-yard line, dive into the 23, and that's where the Jaguars will take over possession first and 10.
They tilted Jesus Padilla, that got into trip him up.
For Ryan Bonilla, that is his second touchdown reception of the year.
I got a final. Gila Ridge over Central, 10-7.
7, well.
Central.
Tigers lost by 3, Spartans lose by 3 to Gila Ridge. Woo.
Yuma Catholic over Brawley, 34-28. Back to the game here.
First and 10, Jaguars. And up over right tackle, getting decent yardage out to about the 29-yard line. That would be a gain of 5, second down and 5.
Ethan Ramos with his plan will take tackles for the night.
And off again to Ritchie over the right tackle. Ritchie gets hit a part of the line of scrimmage, but his forward progress will get him out to near the first down, near the 39. Make it a 34-yard line, and it will be good for 5 yards on the first down.
Got Ethan Ramos and James Probst. I'm sorry, Omar Garibaldi.
Stady rolling out to his left. Throw a short one to Hernandez. Completes the pass across the 40 on the break. The tackle goes out of bounds on the near sideline. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That'll be good for 12 yards and a first down.
Good read by Staley. You see the defender coming up, little shovel pass. They get their first down.
211 yards passing by Valley Center tonight. The line changing all around. Left side goes to the right side for the Jaguars, and a first and 10 at their own 46. Staley on the hand up the middle. Gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The scrum will push it forward for a couple of yards. It'll be a second down and 8 from the 48.
He was hit in the backfield and carried those 3 or 4 Tigers there.
Ritchie on the carry again, 2 yards there, 142 yards rushing on 22 carries tonight. Clock rolling down, 6 minutes to go in the game. Tigers holding on to a 3-point lead. Back to passes, Staley. Passes on the near side, has receivers some right on the money at the Tiger 41-yard line. Bachman catches it at the Tiger 41, first down for Valley Center. 11-yarder.
And David Medway ended up taking him down, but not until after we made the first down.
Staley under center once again with Ritchie behind him. Back to pass. Gonna go throw deep. He has a receiver on the far side. Incomplete. Went over the right side and a pair of nickels back there. Ramos and Jones. Yeah, it was a good pass. It was right there. Ball's incomplete. It'll be a second down and 10. Stops the clock with 5:29 to go in the game.
I'm telling you, that Jaguar front line is doing such a job protecting him. Good job by the Jaguars. Giving him all kinds of time to throw. He couldn't do that in the first half.
Staley takes the handoff. Going to be a quarterback keeper on the left side. Staley will get ran out of bounds around the 35-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down. So a third down and 4 coming up from the 35.
That was a good call. I like that call right there. Ran to Silver, finally pushed him out of the 5-yard line.
Third and 4 from the 35. That counter, big handoff, and it rolls to the other side.
Yeah.
Have a lot of yardage for Staley.
I like that. Okay, we need to stop right now.
Third down and 4 from the Tiger 35. Staley goes back to pass. Sets up. Throws it short at the 32. It'll be a fourth down and 4 from the 35. Here's a big fourth down for the Tiger defense.
Yeah, Tanner Travis was right in his face. He had to get rid of that before he wanted to.
Certainly 4 down territory here as they'll go for this. And timeout will be called by the Jaguars. With 5:14 to go in the game, it's Imperial 34, Valley Center 31.
Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. So, Tigers.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
5:14 to go in the game. Imperial 34, Valley Center 31. And the Jaguars facing a 4th down and 4 from the Imperial 35. Frank Staley, quarterback, will go under center. So that's Tyler Ritchie straight behind him. 2 wide receiver seats out of the field. Back to passes, Staley. Sets up, has time, goes it into the flat, has a receiver going to complete it to Bachman at the 23-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Jaguars.
There's no penetration by Imperial. No penetration whatsoever. Good job by that front for the
sure-handed receivers for this Valley Center team as well.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the Tiger 24. Hand it off to Ritchie over left side. Ritchie's got to put his head down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Another 1st down for Valley Center.
Went right over Brian's head.
And a penalty flag after the play, or a penalty flag down at the 16-yard line. And Ritchie's getting up slowly after getting hit at the 12.
Yeah, Ryan slowed him down, and then Ethan Ramos hit a barn from behind.
And holding onto his right knee. Don't like to look at that at all.
Did you say flag?
There was, I saw a flag, and they just picked it up at the 16-yard line. So uncertain, they're going to bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back to the 26. Not sure what the call is going to be, but they're going to bring this back to the 25-yard line, or actually 26-yard line. Maybe a hold, perhaps, against Valley Center with open infraction. But timeout on the field with an injured Valley Center player with 4:58 to go in the ball game. It's Imperial 34, Valley Center, Imperial 34, and Valley Center 31.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats. We have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10 stars, quality you can feel.
Ritchie gets up under his own power, but he was really nursing his right knee. And after the penalty on the hold, for the point of the infraction, it's the 1st down and 12 from the 26. Back to pass to Staley. Back. He's going to be brought down back around the 30-yard line. A whole host of Tigers will be in there. And it'll be a 2nd down and long from the 30.
I'm going to give that one to Maurice Padilla. He was the first to hit him. Oh, Maurice got up there now.
And the officials timeout, stopping the clock at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. As Padilla left off the field for the Tigers. 2nd down and 15 from the 30-yard line. Valley Center trailing Imperial by 3, but a 2nd and 15 from the Imperial 30. Staley goes back to pass. He rush, gets away from the Tigers, went straight up the middle of the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 5, touchdown, touchdown Valley Center. He was hit, tackled behind the line of scrimmage, somehow got loose, and then he was untouched all the way into the end zone. And Valley Center's back on top, 37-34.
This kid is good. had him in the backfield for a loss. Ran away from the rush and right up the middle for a touchdown. Wow.
Sonoy will be in for the extra point attempt. Ball is down. The kick is up. And it's no good. It went wide right, so it's a 3-point ball game with 4 minutes to go. It's the Jaguars 37, the Tigers 34.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
So with 4 minutes to go in the game, Jaguars go back on top, 37-34 on a 12-play, 76-yard drive using 3 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock. And capped by a 30-yard touchdown run by quarterback Brake Staley, his second touchdown run of the night. He now has 155 yards rushing in the ball. Wow. Too many.
He's good. He's quick.
He is quick. Deep to receive for the Tigers. Ryan Bonilla on the near side, going almost to the ball. They're going to squib kick it. Bonilla will pick it up to 15. Out to the 25. Knocked down and brought down at the 30. It's a fumble.
Again.
It's the second fumble given up by Ryan Bonilla in as many games on kickoff return. And the Jaguars have the ball first and 10 at the Tiger 33.
Wow, that hurts. I think that's the second fumble of the year.
Yeah, he fumbled the kickoff last week on his first kickoff. And the Jaguars have it first and 10 to Tiger 33.
Ooh, I cannot hear that music.
Hand it off to Tristan Garcia over left tackle. He'll get inside the 30-yard line to the 27. The gain is 6, second down and 4.
Well, good to see Maurice back in there and make the tackle for the Tigers, along with number 64, Humberto Sanchez.
Mistake.
Yes.
In mistake. Cost for the Tigers. This is a winnable game, and they're trailing now by 3, and the Jaguars are using the clock up. Stadiumback is looking at the close scoreboard and using as much clock as he can. Goes under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Garcia over the left side. Garcia heads up at the 25-yard line. Bounces off a tackler and gets down to the 24. The gain of 3, a third down and 1 coming up.
And Nick Escalante was the first one to hit him, then Tanner Travis came in to finish him off. And Tanner with 8 tackles for the night so far.
Garcia 36 yards on 10 carries. Clock now down to 2:41 remaining, and the Jaguars up by 3. Suspect a quarterback keeper right here to try to get the yard. Staley takes his time and does keep it. It's going to be pushed by Garcia, and I think he's going to get it. He's very close to a first down. They'll stop the clock with 2:22 to go to make sure that will be a first down, the gain of a yard. First and 10 Jaguars from the Tiger 23.
That might be all the, I don't know how many timeouts
they're going to use the clock up as much as they can. Down to 2:10 to go in the game. Stady takes his time as he goes up under center. Looks back at the clock once again. Does a good job of looking back to see how much time he has. He really is using his head on this. Stady gets the handoff over to Garcia. Garcia gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard. Second down and 11 from the 24.
Wow, good hit.
And timeout on the field. 1:47 remaining in the game. It's the Jaguars 37, the Tigers 34.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
1:47 to go in the game. The Tigers' lead of 20-3 has been erased. The Jaguars lead at 37-34 with 1:47 to go. And Valley Center with a second down and 11 from the Tiger 24. They get the 24-yard line.
2 timeouts for us? Yeah, 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts. Davey back under center has Tristan Garcia behind him, lone running back. Gets the call over left tackle. It stood up, get a yard, and that's about it. It'll be a third down and 10 from the 23. And timeout on the field. With 1:39 to go, it's the Jaguars 37, the Tigers 34.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Hills Cafe. Once again, voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Hills strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Hills Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Hills Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
1:39 to go. Tigers trailing by 3, and the Jaguars with a third down and 10 from the 23 of Imperial.
Well, they still have us with 2 timeouts, but I think we're down to either 1 or none.
Yeah, they're not showing that. Sadie goes under center. Garcia, the lone running back behind him, who gets the handoff, breaks one tackle at the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet, powers his way to the 20-yard line. A gain of 3, but a fourth down and 7 coming up from the 20.
Ethan Ramos in on the tackle. First one to hit him. I got him with 14.
Fourth down and 7 from the 20, but the clock running out. Tigers don't think they have any more timeout. 1:15 to go, and the clock is running. Valley Center will have to step on one more time for sure. The Tigers defense can hold. They'll need to get the offense out on the field really quickly. On a 4th and 7, Ritchie is back into the lineup at the tailback slot behind Staley. Staley's going to carry it around the right side. He's going to look downfield. As we complete at the 12-yard line, and breaks the tackle at the 5. He's down to the 2-yard line. Berkey on the catch. And that would pretty well do it, though. They can take a knee, and the ball game is over. Gutsy call if Berkey was wide open, and a great throw and catch for the 17-yard gain.
He could have kept running. He would have got it himself.
So they'll take a knee now with no timeouts remaining for the Tigers, and that'll be it. Final score, Valley Center 37, Imperial 34. It came into the first half. I thought that Imperial would get their first win against this school, but it's not to be.
That's so too. That's how we had it.
How we had it. Come up 3 points short. Final score again is Valley Center 37, Imperial 34, and we'll recap the scoring and have the stats for you in just a moment.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from: hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli. serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Peyton Road in Imperial.
In a game that looked really winnable for the Imperial Tigers, they're going to come up 3 points short and lose to Valley Center by a final score of 37-34. Tigers would score first in the game at the 6:09 mark of the first quarter on a 71-yard touchdown pass. Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos on a 5-play, 87-yard drive, and it was 6-0 after the missed 2-point conversion. Valley Center would come back to get a 23-yard field goal at the 1:43 mark of the first quarter. The Tigers held a 6-3 lead, but Imperial would get that back with a touchdown on a 3-yard touchdown pass from Reed to Ramos again with the extra point by Robles. It was now a 13-3 game with 11:11 to go in the first half. Tigers would up their lead to 20-3 with 3:54 mark of the first half on a 60-yard run by Brennan Adams. Robles extra point, and it was 20-3 Imperial with 3:54 to go in the first half. But right back after that, on the very next play, quarterback Frank Staley would go 74 yards for the touchdown run, and at halftime, it was Imperial 20, Valley Center 10. Valley Center would close the lead to 3 points on 11-play, 72-yard drive, and with 7:43 to go in the third quarter after a 7-yard touchdown pass from Frank Staley to Keno Fernandez. It was Imperial 20, Valley Center 17. But the Tigers would get that one back on a 87-yard touchdown return by Joey Ramos. And with Robles' extra point, it was Imperial 27, Valley Center 17 with 7:23 to go in the third quarter. Valley Center would score next on an 8-play, 80-yard drive. And with 5:04 to go in the third quarter, a 7-yard touchdown run by Tyler Ritchie. And it was then Imperial 27, Valley Center 24. Valley Center would then get their first lead of the game with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. A 28-yard run by Tyler Ritchie on an 8-play, 79-yard drive. And Valley Center held their first lead of the game, 31-27, with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. But the Tigers would come back to take the lead with 7:27 to go on a 66-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonilla on a 2-play, 66-yard drive. And with 7:27 to go was Imperial 34, Valley Center 31. But with 4 minutes to go in the ball game, quarterback Frank Staley would go 30 yards on a design quarterback keeper. The extra point was no good, but Valley Center held a 37-34 lead with 4 minutes to go. On the ensuing kickoff, Ryan Bonilla with the fumble. Valley Center was able to gather it up at the Tiger 33-yard line, and they just marched down to end the game at the 3 and run the clock out. Final score, Valley Center 37, Imperial 34. We'll look at the individual stats in just a moment.
They're excited at Dermot's Floor Covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. It's life or pets. Dermot's Floor Covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every White Park carpet sold. Visit Dermot's Floor Covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30-month financing on approved credit. Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save us roughly 8 gallons of gas for diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Individually for the victorious Jaguars, quarterback Frank Staley would complete 19 of 33 passes, 250 yards, and a touchdown. And he would also carry the ball 10 times for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tyler Ritchie, 24 carries, 169 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tristan Garcia, 13 carries for 39 yards. For the Tigers, Jordan Reed would complete see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of 28 for 233 yards and 3 touchdowns. His best passing performance of the season. He did have 1 interception, as well as Staley with 1 interception. Running game, Brendan Adams, 6 carries, 71 yards, but 66 was on the touchdown run. Daniel Quintero, 7 carries for 33 yards. And Reed was sacked 1 time for 9 yards. So that pretty well does it there. Do you have any defensive stats to point out?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Ethan Ramos had a heck of a game. I have him with 14 tackles to lead the Tigers. And then we got Omar Garibaldi and Tanner Travis with 8 each. Brendan Adams, which is a safety, ended up with 7, so that's not good. David Mesa, Brandon Silva, and Ryan Bonilla, each with 8 also. That's not good.
Oh, not good. That's not what we've been expecting to see from them.
No, that hasn't happened to us all year.
Yep.
But,
another winnable game.
Yeah.
The Tigers could easily be 4-0 right now, and they're 1-3.
Yeah. We thought we had this one. I thought we had it.
When we got a 20-3 lead.
Good job by their coaching staff, though.
Yeah, you got to give it to the Jaguar coaches. Yeah, no question.
And Brutal was doing whatever they wanted that first half.
And the execution of quarterback Frank Staley of the Jaguars, again, he threw 19 of 33 for 250 yards, adds 156 on 10 carries and 2 touchdowns running, and that pretty well set this game. Back and forth affair, ends up with Valley Center in a 3-point win.
We're going the right way. We're going the right way.
Yeah.
Keep shooting ourselves in the foot.
Right. Exactly. It was our mistakes again. You know, it was the mistakes that we make, and then the opposition capitalizes on it. They're good teams. Gila Ridge last week, Cibola the first game of the season, Valley Center tonight, but this is going to be a hard one to get over.
This one's a tough one.
Yep, this one's a tough one.
37-34 is last move on.
That close.
We're putting some points up. That's good.
Right. Against a good team, putting up good points. Yeah, it's a good team, too, no question. You want to go through all the scores that we have before we sign off?
Yeah, just real quick.
Everything we've got?
Hey, we got Yuma over Brawley, 37-34 in the 4th.
Yuma Catholic.
Hopeville over, Yuma Catholic. Hopeville over Yuma, 28-0.
Okay.
Vincent, 53 points.
Wow.
Against District Christian.
Yeah. Vincent's got a good team.
And then the final Gila Ridge 10, Central 7.
Yeah.
They stopped Central. Central putting up some big numbers.
So Gila Ridge comes up with a victory, the first loss for Central this season. And Gila Ridge comes up with that one. Gila Ridge got a good ball club. They beat Raleigh and Imperial and Central, the 3 top teams, arguably in the Imperial Valley, and they've come up with wins on all 3 of them. They've all been close ones, but they've come up with the wins when they needed them.
Oh, it was tough one. This would be tough.
Any final thoughts you have before we sign off?
Well, I got to tip my hat off to Ethan Ramos. I sure enjoyed watching him. He's just causing all kinds of havoc. Even when he's not in on the tackle, they're having to run away from him. Yep. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I've seen the coach congratulating him earlier. That's good to see that. Again, we put up some numbers.
Yep. We played well enough to win.
No, we haven't.
And coming up with a loss. So, yeah, you're right.
For 3 quarters. We can play for 3 quarters.
Yep. If we could just get a full game.
Yeah, if we get a full game.
We'll be right there. We want to thank all of our sponsors, the Imperial Quarterback Club, serving Imperial Valley High School students for school activities and sports programs for over 60 years. Thanks to Brick House Coffee, serving your favorite drinks all day, and next door Brick House Deli with big bowl of fresh flavored. Dayton Express, the corner of 86 and 8 Road in Imperial. We've got it all. High school drinks, snacks, gas, diesel, state-of-the-art car wash. Thanks to Derma's Floor Covering, where you stop by and see the Shaw Floor Gallery and ask about their steam-proof product. Derma's Floor Covering in Imperial. Thanks to El Zarapi Restaurant. When it comes to Mexican food, they do it right. Food is great. Service even better. Thanks to Imperial Tiger Football Association, fundraising and supporting Tiger football for many years. The Broken Yoke Cafe, once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley. It opened daily at 6 a.m. Imperial Valley College looking into enrolling into their automotive tech department. Remember IBC for your higher education needs. And we want to thank coming on board with us this week, coming for the rest of the season, R&K Air Conditioning, your year-round home comfort specialist for sales and service. All the pros at R&K Air Conditioning. And our thanks to the Imperial Irrigation District, your locally owned utility. Well, that'll do it here from Valley Center. A heartbreaking win heartbreaking loss for the Imperial Tigers, and a happy win for Valley Center. Final score, Valley Center Jaguars 37, the Imperial Tigers 34. And we'll sign it off from here. Thanks to Gabe Lamoose back in the studio.
Yeah, thank you so much for all that you do back there, Gabe.
For all of our sponsors being with us each and every week. We'll be back home next week on the air at 6:45. It'll be the Tigers hosting the Devana Vista Monarchs for the first time in school history. So we'll let you go this week and be back next Friday night. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening. Good night.